Alright then, ladies and gents, welcome back. I know this was going to be yesterday, and I apologise. I ended up going out yesterday with my family, so it's today instead. We're back with some more Hartlepool career mode. Just bear with me. Trying to get. Why are my cables all tangled? Right, so if you didn't see the last episode, we did have six more games that we got through for you, ladies and gentlemen, and it was a bit of a mixed bag, really, because the ones that we played went really well, but the ones I put in the playable highlights did not, and it's a pain in the arse, really, because I thought those were the ones that were going to be the ones that got us wins, and they turned out to be the ones that got us losses. In the first game of last episode, it was playable highlight against Rochdale in the first round of the Carabao Cup. We lost on penalties. It came down to our very last penalty takers because our goalkeeper was on a mad one. And then we just couldn't score on because everyone's penalties was like 20 or something. It was ridiculous. It was hilarious, but it was ridiculous. And then we took on Crawley, which we beat 2-1, which was a bit of a scrap, but we eventually got there. We eventually got through it, and we got to the other side, and we got 3 points. Following that was a game against Carlisle, which I also playable highlighted, and that was 1-0, obviously, as you can see on the screen. It was a bit of a pain, but it was Omari Patrick, who always seems to score past me, as as a Carlisle player, and it really didn't change. But then we came back and beat Tranmere at 5-1 in what was an absolute fantastic match, and it was a dominant performance. We then took on Forest Green, drew 1-1 with them, unfortunately, because we couldn't get the win. We took the lead and they equalised, and we just couldn't find a winner, and they couldn't find a winner, unfortunately. And then the final match of last episode was another draw, 2-2 against Swindon. So that leaves us, I think, in an okay situation in the league table. Been a while since I've been on here, since last Wednesday or Thursday, I think I've forgotten. 14th. We'll take that after 6 games. So it's not a bad start. But it could be a bit better, couldn't it? Really. The goal difference hasn't been bad. We haven't conceded the most in the league, which is, you know what? At the moment, it's a good showing, in my opinion. We've actually not conceded the most yet. In the FA Cup, I don't think we have a round yet. No, we do. We were against Colchester. I don't know when that comes around. And the Carabao Cup, of course, we got knocked out on penalties by Rochdale. And these are the rounds now. It's around the 32. Still plenty of teams in there. Helmet, apologise for being gone so much recently. Been very busy. Hope you're well. Hope the keeper has a better showing than that Spanish prick. Yeah, well, I can't believe it. I don't know how, of all the shots in the world, De Gea has conceded that. We actually might bottle top four. I'm going to be so upset if we bottle it to Liverpool of all clubs. Right, today then, we've got 6 league games, I believe. Nope, we've got 5 league games and a cup match. We've got Mansfield at home to kick off the episode. We then face Walsall away from home, come back to face Colchester, going away again to face Gillingham. We finish off in the league today against Newport. And then we've got fucking Salford. Now, you might say, fucking Salford, why are you complaining about Salford? Now, if you watched the last episode, you'll know exactly why we're complaining about Salford. Audio sounds a little bit crackly. Don't know if it's just on my end though. Um, I'll check. Hold on. Seems okay to me, but I can always, sort my headset out. Yeah, that's the problem with Salford. Just a little player they signed, a little free agent they signed, called Lionel Messi. So we're in a bit of mud with that. I don't know how the fuck they afforded him, to be honest. The free agency still, but like the wage is quite a lot for League Two. So I can't actually believe that they've got him, but they do. So we've got that today, which is concerning. So the games we'll be doing today, obviously these, are gonna playable highlight Mansfield, and I'm gonna playable highlight Gillingham, I think. We'll play the ones in between. And, of course, it's the Papa John's trophy, I think, for the Salford game. I'm just going to double check. Da, da, da. Where is it? I've gone past it. There it is. Right, Papa John's trophy. So we've got Barrow and Salford in our group. And Barrow managed to beat Salford. But I wouldn't play this usually because I'm not really bothered about the Papa John's trophy. But they've got Messi, and if he starts, it gives me a title. And if he doesn't start, then fuck. But this is how we're going today. Before we go any further, let's take a look at the news. Swindon denied by late Rodriguez equaliser. Swindon Town with denied victory by Rodriguez's dramatic equaliser, which helped Hartlepool United to a 2-2 draw. Top draw displays with Curtis Mills. Curtis Mills has always been a given, but when that talent combined with hard work, the results have been spectacular. Such have been the recent displays from C. Mills, which the fans of Hartlepool have been quick to appreciate. But also on this, this was what confused me last time as well. On the same day as his praise, he's got struggles. This game doesn't have any consistency. But that's okay, we'll move on from that. Team of the week, do we have anyone in there? We did. Ethan Roberts made it into the team of the week. And player of the tournament for the Euros qualifiers was Saint-Maximin of France. I'm surprised he even gets selected. Player of the month nominees for August was Jean Gong for Newport, Bogle also for Newport, Hendry for Forest Green, and then Thomas for Cambridge. And it ended up being Bogle who got that award. Is it still crackling for you? Because it's okay for me on my end. I just want to make sure it's actually working before I go into any video games, because it might do the crackly thing. Like it sometimes likes to use, well, like it used to do a lot, like it sometimes does. I just want to make sure everything is okay. So this is going to be, did I say it's going to be a playable highlight? I did, didn't I? I think I did. We're going to arrest one of Galloway or McDonald. I'm not sure which one yet, because they both got the exact same stamina. We're going to put Contreras in for McDonald. Cochrane gets a break. We'll move Bernard back. Or wait, is Mills back off of his international duty? We'll put him back in then. That solves that problem. And Rodriguez, and we'll give Murillo a run out as well. And Conti goes back in. Refresh, seems good now. Okay, no worries. Right, sweet. So, for the first game today, it is going to be playable highlights against... Wait, did I say it was going to be playable highlights? My memory's gone. Did I say it was going to be playable highlights, this? I'm going to say yes, and we're going to go with it now, because I've kind of hyped up as it was going to be. But I genuinely don't remember what I said about this match. So, Conti in goal, Sutherland and Maxwell as the fullbacks, with Sutherland as the captain, Contreras and Galloway as the centre-backs, Thomas and Mills will be the midfielders, so Thomas dropping back and Mills going slightly ahead. I know it's the wrong way around to what they usually are, but I want to give it a try, see what it's about. Palacios off the left, Roberts off the right, Murillo and Rodriguez up top for us today at Victoria Park. We're against Mansfield, who had the last year's Golden Boot winner. It was Kaylor Dunn. So I'm a bit concerned, but we'll go with it, and we'll see if the playable highlights bless us today or fuck us over. Go give that cock a break. Deserves a game off, yeah, but I don't know how good Butland's gonna be. He's not played for ages. But we do need to give him a rest. The whole team needs a fucking rest. We've been playing too many in a row. I'm low-key glad we got knocked out of Europe, man, because too many games as it is. I'm concerned that the playable highlights won't be in our favour at all, somehow. I'm slightly concerned because the playable highlights, sometimes they don't always go my way, but we're just going to have to go with it and hope. I kept all my players in the right positions, at least. But I'd like a good run of form here if we want to make a leap for playoffs, which is what the board want us to do. Whether it's doable remains to be seen. We might get some gems out of some scout reports. And these players might end up being incredible. But for now, some of them need resting. And we're going to have to face Lionel Messi at some point in this episode, so I'm not fully excited about that either.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Right, so playable highlights against Mansfield. Let's see how we go. Last episode we did 2 playable highlight games and we lost them both, so I'm not really too excited for it, but I don't want to play 6 games, so this is probably easier and better way of doing it. An early Mansfield Town attack, 1 minute and 22 seconds in. Ball is coming forward, Kaylor done. Need Sutherland out there. Contreras should have that and does. Cracking tackle from Rafa Contreras. Oh, come on. What the fuck is this? Oh, we've still got the defender back there. He's just way off. Good interception by Contreras. Again. Starting to find his feet again in defence. Ball in hopefully for the big man, but we'll see. It has not locked onto the big man. It's locked onto a big man, but not the big man we were looking for. Why would it lock onto the player I'm aiming at, really, you know? Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Palacios has movement here. He has room to make something. Can Palacios open the score? And he should. Oh, my God. What the... No. No, no. All right, cool. You know what? That's fine. Needed a striker there, and he wasn't it. That... I just don't understand. I need to sit for a minute and think, because I have just put that straight to Roberts and it's just not gone to him at all. We've got another chance, right? Let's play it smart this time because we are fucking this up ourselves. 1v1s, fuck off. Palacios on 1v1s, he's a bloody moron. Oh, yeah, because I wanted to pass it on the side the defender was on. Yeah, absolutely, FIFA 23. We're getting so many chances here, boys. And by boys, I mean me. I'm the one fucking them all up. Roberts. Oh, my God, that's a ball from Mills. Come on, Roberts. Oh, my God. What a ball from Curtis Mills. And I didn't choke the 1v1. Roberts makes it 1-0 Hartlepool. But that ball from Curtis Mills was an absolute dream. But now we've got some defending to do as Mansfield come back at us a little bit. Ball through to Kaylor Dunn. And it's tackled away. I don't know who came on at left back, but it's tackled away by them. And we do get the victory. You know what? I don't know if we deserved that, to be honest, because we bottled all the other chances. But we walked out here with the 3 points. And that Curtis Mills pass was exquisite. That's what I want to do with the balls sometimes, with the passes, but it just doesn't work sometimes. But that was a hell of a ball through. Roberts got to it well. I thought he was going to miss the shot. I'm going to be straight up honest. I thought I missed it again when he took it on his left foot. But it found the bottom left-hand corner. And we do get the victory here to open the episode today at Victoria Park in the Playable Highlights game. It did bless me a little bit with quite a lot of chances, so putting one away had to be a thing, and then we eventually did. So here we go again, Roberts. I just want to see that pass from Mills, but I don't think we'll get all the way back to it. No, but it's a beautiful ball over. And put away by Roberts. We'll watch the goal again properly. All the space in the world, all the time in the world for Roberts as well. He even had Murillo maybe, if he didn't feel confident. But he did feel confident. And he took it on with his left, interestingly enough. And it found the back of the net, which is all that matters to me. Wait, what did you do with Fred? I'm heartbroken. I had to send Fred to Leipzig to get Amadou Haidara into the club. Had no transfer budget. He was about to be bought by Napoli. Moment of silence real quick. Oh, fuck off. Fred is back. I didn't realise I uselessly on my budget. Had no... Oh, Jesus. You're having Fred problems. The worst kind of problems. Right, they had absolutely no chances, thankfully. So 9.1 for Roberts, 8.3 for Mills, who put a dream of a ball over, and a 7.8 for Galloway, who had a good day as well. Their best players, 6.7 for Harbottle, 6.7 for Clark, and 6 for Oates. 58 to 42 in terms of possession, 4 shots to 1, or 4 shots to 0, I should say. And 1 chance to 0 means we open with a dub. And I didn't bottle the 1v1 with Roberts after that dream of a ball from Curtis Mills, so we're all happy. Everything's coming up Millhouse. Even the manager rating's going up further and further. I remember a time when the board hated us. when the board despised us. Now, what rating are we? 94. We're in fucking... Oh, we're in dreamland. I mean, none of these objectives either are too difficult. The win streak might not happen, and the round of 16 of the FA Cup might not happen, but beyond that, those are quite easy. So, no worries there. Right, well, good start, quick save over, and then we'll get into the Walsall game, which we'll be playing the full variety of. Hopefully, same amount of luck as what we had in that game. I'm going to jump off a cliff. I've got to renew bloody... Washford, I can't even read. The wage budget is gone. What have I done? Oh, dear. You're taking United apart. You thought I was doing a bad job. Jesus. Alright. Press conference for Walsall. Brought Cochran into Walsall Hartlepool squad. Looking at your plans for the future. Does the new addition mean Mills is probably his way out? No, it means that he'll play with Mills. After that dream of a pass from Curtis Mills, you think I'm going to fucking let him go? Curtis Mills and Jabu Tshabalala for the next Cristiano Ronaldo and Sir Alex Ferguson. I can only hope. I just want my lads to win. It can be 7-6 for all I care. I'd be happy enough winning 1-0 every game. Exactly. We just want the dubs. Goal difference we can think about later. Not the kind of run we expect. Bad run we expect from the Hartlepool team. Where's the bad run? We've been alright. I mean, we've dropped some points, but we've been alright. A lot better than season 1. I don't know what the fuck the complaints are about. While we've been doing that conference, I've just been thinking, will Salford use Messi in the Papa John's trophy? Because we might not actually end up facing Messi today if they choose not to select him. Also, we're in 6th, by the way. We're currently in a playoff spot. I know it doesn't mean anything because it's very close still and it's very early in the season and there is 7 teams that are on 11 points. But we are in the playoff places right now. Take a picture because this might not last. Up next then, Walsall news stories coming in from that game. Roberts scores first goal of the season. Roberts scored for the first time this season to push Hartlepool to a 1-0 win against Mansfield Town. Is that his first goal of the season? I thought he scored beyond that. But Ethan Roberts' Hartlepool United struggles continue. This is the playable highlights, putting the players in the wrong positions. That's the problem. It's putting it in the wrong... They're putting it in the wrong position, moving around when they put substitutes on. And this is why it's giving me some of these things. Desperate to get the best out of Roberts, Tshabalala's tried fielding the player in several different positions. The right winger, though, seems to struggle wherever he plays in the team. Will the manager now have to make a decision on his player's long-term future at Hartlepool? No, because he's been doing good, and he's been primarily on the right wing, unless it's anyone that the game decides to move him about for no reason. Otherwise, it's going very well. So I don't know what the issue is with the video game. Not even been on a bad run. We let in about 70 goals by this point last season. We're doing well. Oh, fair enough. Defending's always the worst part. Right, let's go back to the main menu and sort of line up out. Just move it about a bit. I'm keeping Contreras in because he was good in the actual highlights, and I'm keeping Galloway in as well because he got one of the high ratings that last match. We'll keep Humphrey. We'll give Humphreys and Howell a chance in front. No, we won't. We'll put Rodriguez on and then give Humphreys maybe a run off the bench, and then we'll give Moffat this one. Roberts is quite tired, so we need to keep an eye on that. And it does mean we've got potentially Brandon Steele or Nathan Wood to come on that side. Or Ojeda, maybe. Do we give Ojeda? I'll give Ojeda a bench appearance. Why not? See what it's capable of potentially. But that's how we're going to go for this game against Walsall, question mark? I'm going to say yes. This is how we're looking. We've got Conti in goal again. Sutherland as the left back and captain. Moffat at right back. Contreras and Galloway, the centre back partnership with Cochrane just ahead. Centre mid. Thomas in cam with Palacios left wing. Roberts right wing. Howell and Rodriguez up top today for the game against Walsall. We'll put the goal news on. Why not? Might as well. There's no reason not to. Just be nosy. So that is the team for the Walsall game. It is Walsall versus Hartlepool United. I'll get the stadium name in a minute. Full game, not a playable highlight this one. Let's get into it. If Messi is playing, the thumbnail will probably be him in the Salford kit. I want to try and get a good kind of angle on him. Of course, if I can't, then I can't. But I'll try. Where do Walsall play? Bescott Stadium. Aye. That's where we're at for this one. I'm not fully with it. I'm still half asleep, to be honest with you. It's been a long weekend. Oh, dear. Oh, they've got Jamil Matt. He's always fucking good against me. Forgot he moved from Forest Green. Although it wouldn't matter because Forest Green are back in this league now anyway. But we are ready to go again on the grand stage of League 2. 1-0 win in that playable highlights game against Mansfield means that we've put ourselves in a playoff spot. Granted, it is very, very close. There are 7 teams on 11 points, I think it was. I can't remember if it was 7, but it was a good amount of teams on 11 points. So I'm a bit concerned, but we're going to give it our all. We're going to give it our best. And hopefully we'll come out the other side of this episode. Maybe in a playoff spot. Who knows? We shall see. Maybe we'll come out of the episode in 14th again where we started. Walsall kicked the ball off. Contreras getting a little bit aggressive already early on. It's going to be cut out by Palacios. The ref doesn't see anything wrong with it. Although Matt does win it back for his team. Sutherland hits it off his foot, but wins it off a second tackle. Needs to find somebody. We're going to be lost without Sutherland if we don't get promoted, by the way. Cochrane. Harry Howell. We have bodies on him. Cochrane. Oh, good save. And it couldn't fall to Marius Thomas. Thought it might fall to Thomas there for a little bit, but it didn't ultimately. Tried to press because Harry Howell's gone all the way back, so I'm pressing with Cochrane. Hasn't really worked out. Now as Walsall continue, can I switch to my fucking centre-back? We're not having this today, are we, surely? Want to be Contreras for about 3 days there. He's the only one there. How can I not be him? Harry Howell receives it from Sutherland. Palacios. Bit of an interesting pass, but it works to Rodriguez. Now Palacios. Sorry, Howell, sorry. Palacios is down the left. I'm trying to get to him. He remains on side. Sutherland. Cochrane. Off the edge. Oh, Jack Cochrane. 1-0. Cochrane makes it 1-0 Hartlepool here at the Bescott Stadium. Cracking little finish from the central midfielder. I'm vexed. Rashford has signed a contract with Real Madrid. My food order is wrong. I think I'm going to head back to bed. Can't wait till Tuesday. Understandable. It's just one of those days. Has he gone for the Walsall defender's legs? It has. Oh boy. That could be a lot better dealt with then. Ultimately, it's 1-0. Hartlepool United. Jack Cochrane. First goal of the season, I think. Second goal of the season. Didn't realize he'd scored already. Probably has, but I kind of lost track a little bit. I've not played this since Wednesday, so. Oh, can I just go to, like, I get that you want me to go my centre back, but let me go to Contreras rather than Galloway there, right? Got Palacios tracking back. Fair play, mate. Respect it. Contreras getting a big boot in. Contreras, I think, is going to turn around and become one of the best centre backs in this team. Which means McDonald may need to go out on loan, but I do really like McDonald, so I don't want him to get left behind. Cochrane gets tackled. Contreras comes in though once again. Mexican general. Marius Thomas for 2. Oh, good save. And there was number 28 there. Is that Harry Howell? Couldn't get there. And Cochrane can't win the header. It's away by Walsall. Only as far as Contreras again. Seems to commit himself to everything that's working. Switch my right back about 3 position changes later. Oh, problem is We committed Contreras, and it's given them a chance. The yellow card for Galloway. I don't know what happened in the build-up. Coquelin is massive. What hard hit by Cock. He fully exploded and ball Cock did. Stop calling him Cock. It's Cochrane. Ah, that, yeah, probably is the correct decision. The shot was pulled off, I think, and saved, but it's been brought back for the free kick, which is the right decision, don't get me wrong. Slightly annoying, that's all. I call him Cocky, I didn't call him Cock. I didn't just say, oh, Cock's done it. Decent free kick, not far off. Hasn't gone in though, thankfully. For Hartlepool. Conti going to play it short to Galloway, who now has to watch himself for the remainder of this match. A yellow card for the Scot. Sutherland, Palacios. Try to find a way to get back to Sutherland again. He's off balance for about 3 days there. I've tried to put him back on balance, it's just not done it. I've committed Contreras. That's an awful shot. That should absolutely be 1-1 Walsall, but I committed Contreras. Sutherland was out of position, so I had to commit someone, and I nearly... Well, I did fuck it up, to be honest. It should be 1-1, but poor shooting there from the home side means that we still have a lead here. Now Moffat made the run down the side. Not quite like Maxwell when he does it, but he is there. Marius Thomas to Rodriguez, and it nearly was 2-0. It could have been moments away from 1-1 Walsall, and then it was nearly 2-0 Hartlepool. It was ever curling just wide from the Peruvian Carlos Rodriguez. Ultimately, it has gone wide, and it's still 1-0 somehow in this game at the Bescott Stadium. I have absolutely no idea how. Walsall should have a goal. We've been very lucky to not concede. Poor defensive errors again. Speaking of poor errors, Cochrane's just got that from the goalkeeper. Not what the keeper is doing, but Palacios' heavy touch means that we lose the possession. Back to Walsall. Thomas can win this, does win this. It comes to Ethan Roberts, who scored a beauty of a goal after a beauty of an assist from Curtis Mills last game. No Mills starting today. He's quite tired, so we've got him on the bench. Ball through towards Reeves. Galloway sorts it out, and it'll go back to Conti. Galloway again. Need a bit more options here, lads. Not gonna lie, they're pressing me quite a lot. Play it across to Contreras. Just try and play it out here quite calmly. There's no point in rushing, no point in being silly with it. It's a lot more disciplined Hartlepool than even just last season. Okay, right. I speak and then it goes there. It was meant to go for the player running through, but it might have been offside, which may have been why it locked there. I've got to be careful here with Galloway on the yellow. I'm not trusting him. Moffat makes a tackle, and it was a good enough tackle to prevent a shot coming off. Conti, they have the Heron goal. I've seen that distribution before. They probably do. Probably is. The Heron goal, and Messi at Salford. Oh, can you not pass it there? It was meant for Marius Thomas. Moffat, good tackle. Throw into Walsall. God, I feel rusty in this game. It's only been 5 days since I played, but I feel fucking rusty. Contreras, can he do enough to put this shot off? Galloway blocks the shot from Matt. Roberts can't keep the ball. Contreras blocks it off a second time. And this, I think, has to be the centre-back partnership, at least for now. I would like to get McDonald involved a lot more, though. So if you see McDonald involved a lot more. In fact, he might come on second half because Galloway's on that yellow card. Rodriguez is getting... everyone's getting just surrounded by Walsall players here. We need to try and find some room. And it ain't easy because we're just getting surrounded. Cochrane. Now Harry Howell. Try to find room for a shot. He's going to play it back to Cochrane. It just about gets through. Rodriguez. Can he try one from that side? Good save. Could have been 2-0. No one able to pick up on the rebound. Sutherland has gone very far forward here, which means there's a gap at left back if they want to go for it, but they've done a very bad ball out. Palacios to Cochrane will win the strength battle, keep the ball under pressure. Harry Howell into Marius Thomas. Can he find the room to take a shot on? He can! It's 2-0 before the break, and it's Marius Thomas. I didn't know how that would be coming off that left-hand side. But that's the fantastic finish from the Frenchman. And there's a reason that he's still very much in the plans for this team. He is fantastic in that midfield role. It's just signing Cochrane gives us a bit more, and having Mills on the pitch gives us probably the most. But today, we haven't needed Mills just yet. And thankfully that is the case. Hopefully that case will continue, because Mills was quite tired, and we'll bring him on second half definitely. But I suppose if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This should be the break now, and it will be after this Sutherland tackle. It's 2-0. 2-0 at half-time. Goals from Jack Cochrane and Marius Thomas give us the lead. Walsall haven't had much. They've had a couple of half chances, plus that really good chance they just shot straight into the hands of Conti with no power whatsoever. Wonderful bit of play from Thomas. What a play. A fantastic little run there from the Frenchman. And it is 2-0 now at half-time here at the Best Scott Stadium. Harrogate drawing 1-1 with Sutton. Stevenage drawing 1-1 with Rochdale. Northampton drawing 0-0 with Cambridge. 1-1 between Newport and Burton. 1-1 between Gillingham and Grimsby. 1-0 to Crewe over Colchester. 2-0 to Mansfield over Wimbledon. 0-0 between Swindon and Barrow. 1-0 to Lionel Messi Salford City over Forest Green, a top of the table clash. 1-0 to Morecambe over Tranmere, and 1-0 to Carlisle over Crawley. Looking at the stats then, is it a deserved lead? I mean, maybe Walsall should have one, but we've been more accurate and we've been more clinical today, so probably the right result. 61 to 39 in terms of possession. 6 shots each, but we've had 1.7 expected goals to 1.1. And of course, we've got the most telling stat of all, which is the 2-0 lead heading into half-time here against Walsall. As we kick off the second half. Same again, please, boys. Just calm, composed football. No stupid passes. Thomas into Howell. Cochrane now out to Palacios. Now, where I feel like we need a chore in those situations. We're not going to bring him back just yet. We'll leave him for at least till January, just to see how he grows. Ochoa probably is the first team winger for time to come. It was just try to find him to unlock his kind of potential, try to unlock his ability at a different club, because he couldn't really do it here season 1. Contreras wins it back again, of course he does. He wins every ball apparently today. Roberts. Moffat's going to try and put a ball in. Not the greatest. I was kind of hoping it'd aim for Rodriguez because he's taller, but it didn't. Allwell's gone to Burnley. I don't know what that has to do with me. Oh no. Oh no. That's a cracking finish. No, realistically though, I thought he'd catch up with Rivas there, Contreras, and he did. But then the ball was cut back and played nicely into Matt. He will get one back for the home side. Probably deserved. Tried to close it down with Contreras, and I tried to get across with Galloway because I knew that's where they were going to go, but I couldn't get across in time. It's a fantastic finish from Jamil Matt, who I said always scores past me, and he's not disappointed today because he scored past me again. No arguments about that. Fantastic finish, good play. Thought I could get Contreras across. Rivas was just too fast, and I thought I could bring Galloway in because I knew he was going to play it to Matt, and not to be. First goal of the season, his first game, Jamil Matt. I don't know why they ain't playing him more if he's scoring like that. Moffat to Roberts. I'm just getting closed down now. The momentum will be with the home side, and they'll be thinking, well, can we get back into this one? I don't know why Contreras was so far up, but he's back now. Moffat will bring it away. Hopefully, he's kind of getting pressed here. Contreras to Moffat again. Let's try to find that space to play it into. We come to Rodriguez, who does have a bit of space now. Roberts on the right. There's Harry Howell in open space. It's locked on to Palacios. It's 3-1. What a finish. That was not for you, Palacios, but if you're going to shoot like that, take it on all day, mate. That was meant for Harry Howell, but it's gone all the way back to the back post. Palacios picks it up and scores a beauty. What a cross from Ethan Roberts. What a finish from Nicolas Palacios. Is it Nicholas? Nicholas Palacios? I've got to check his first name. I think it is Nicholas Palacios. Defender could have done a bit better, but that is a cracking finish from a brilliant ball across. Ethan Roberts definitely won for this team for a little while at the very least. Maybe an endgame player. We don't know who the endgame player is going to be yet. We're only season 2. But we know some of these talents will make it, and I know one in particular who will. Whether we get promoted or not, he will be coming back at some point to finish the story. And that will be Aidan Sutherland, of course. Goal after goal at the moment. Walsall get another one back. I'm not exactly sure how this time because I feel like I should have caught the ball. But Rivas bags Walsall. It's just end to end right now. I didn't really cover well. I thought Contreras may have lunged his foot a bit more. It's just out of the reach of Tiziano Conti. But unfortunately, after that very nice finish up the other end, it is now 3-2 Hartlepool. Some changes being made, and I'm happy to make some changes too. It'll be McDonald for Galloway. I know Contreras is more tired, but Galloway has that booking. Move them across, and we're going to bring on Ramon Murillo for Carlos Rodriguez as well. Finish the story off. Fuck Cody Rhodes to Hartlepool. I didn't think about that. Cody Rhodes is coming to be a sponsor for the club. It's bursting to life, this one. There wasn't many chances for Walsall. Of course, we were 2-0 up at the break, but Walsall have burst into the second half, and they could get something out of this game if we're not careful. Ball could come in here. It's played back. Now it's played in, blocked by Contreras. It's going to be a corner. Walsall. I was very happy and content with the 2-0 at the break, but this second half has just been end to end. And I could genuinely see Walsall, if I don't start playing with some ability, I could see Walsall getting back into this. Marius Thomas trying to get a tackle, and it's a ball in by Knowles. Still very much on for Walsall here. Cracking save from Tiziano Conti. It should be 3-3. That's a brilliant save from the Italian. And now the counter perhaps. Jack Cochran picking it up on the left. Needs to find a way to manoeuvre past McEntee. He does. There's no options in the middle, so you have to knock it back to Harry Howell, who will put Evans on the kind of put him on the pedestal there, give him a save, but I thought it was 4, honestly. I was about to say who will score, but it's a good hand to it by the Walsall goalkeeper. It was a massive save, yeah, from Tiziano Conti. Cracking save. And we're going to aim for Contreras. Whether it goes there's a different matter. It's aimed for the big man, and he's hit with no power. Okay, cool. So all that time. Why is it not locking onto Roberts there? Maria's going to have to keep chasing. McDonald. Cochran. Oh, okay. And Cochran wins it back though. Sutherland into Jack Cochran. Harry Howell. Try to find Ramon Murillo. We're going to make these changes now before it's too late. Cochran's had a decent day. We'll bring on Mills, and we'll swap Mills and Thomas around. We'll bring on Maxwell as well for Moffat, and Ojeda for Roberts. See what Ojeda's about. Great game for the neutrals this. It's been a very open game. The second half especially. First half I didn't feel like it was going to be too many goals, but Walsall have fought back and fair play to him. Donald gets the tackle in. It's offside, I think, against Matt. Triple substitution. Mills, Ojeda, Maxwell for Cochran, Roberts and Moffat. Will be a free kick, Hartlepool. We're just switching up a bit, keeping the stamina high. We do have games coming up soon. I believe the next one is Gillingham. I might be wrong on that. Ojeda into Maxwell. Murillo. Thomas. Harry Howell. Try to find a way through, but he's getting closed down. Curtis Mills. Ojeda stayed on side. Back out to Howell. Palacios. He's had a decent, well, an okay day, but a very good goal from a very good ball from Ethan Roberts. Sutherland's going to push in here and try and find the ball in. It's away. Only as far as Ojeda. Gives it to Mills. We know what Mills is capable of, but he's getting shut down here. Gives it to Thomas. Needing Mills to run back into that space. It was on to Howell, who I wanted to knock it on with Howell to Mills, but the movement wasn't there. Sutherland makes a tackle. A frustration attempt from Walsall to win the ball back. They do eventually win the ball back, and we've got a centre-back out of position. And now another centre-back out of position. McDonald puts a decent half effort in, but we've been robbed of possession, and it's been, realistically, what the fuck was that defending from me? That was poor from me. Walsall do have it. Contreras, I don't know where he's going. I've got a foot in there at McDonald. I've tried to clear it at Maxwell, but he's been robbed. He's been robbed of the ball, and Matt finishes again. Conte arguably should be doing better, but what can you do? We've still got time to find a winner here. Still got time to make it 4-3. But unfortunately, so did Walsall. They've really taken it to us in this second half, and they're probably the more likely team to win at this rate. I feel a bit annoyed with that bit of that passage of defending, though, because Contreras did not do what I wanted him to do there. And even with McDonald and Maxwell getting the feet in, they've robbed us of possession, found an equaliser. You've got to respect the continuation of trying to get back into this match by Walsall at 2-0 down at half-time, but at the same time, I feel like it's 2 points dropped if we don't win this. Contreras, they're pressing us hard, man. Try to find room to play anything. Ojeda, try to find it to Ramon Murillo, but it looked very obvious, and now it could be Walsall. It very much could be Walsall. I've committed centre-back again. I'm an absolute idiot. Maxwell blocks into Contreras. What time are we saying for the injuries? Mills. Ojeda, back to Mills. Into Harry Howell to win it! Oh, it's a great save. Oh, it's come back to Murillo, who's completely sliced at it with no finesse, no nothing on that shot. He's just completely, he's just thrown his fucking, oh, I don't know how to word it. He's just shot and it's just sliced completely off his boot, wide of the mark. And that probably was our chance. If we were to get 3 points, that would have done it. McDonald wins this though. He's very tall. We may have one more chance down the pipeline yet. Ojeda into Ramon Murillo. We need a bit more movement, boys, if we're going to win this. Thomas into Murillo. Harry Howell. Can he do it, please? Curtis Mills through the middle. Oh, it's a cracking tackle. I was trying to get a shot off with Mills. It's a 3-3 draw. It's a cracking game for the neutrals, and Walsall deserve a point, to be honest, but oh, I have a horrible feeling that that's going to knock us out of the playoff spots. Walsall's second half really brought it, so fair play to him, but at the same time, I thought we had it wrapped up, and it was absolutely not wrapped up at all. If anything, it was just all unwrapped and left on the floor. Matt with 2 and Rivas with 2 for them. Our goals coming from Cochrane, Thomas and Palacios. It was a good game overall, but it feels like 2 points dropped, but I'll look at the stats, it's definitely the right result. It's definitely the right result for it to be, yeah, definitely the right result for it to be a 3-3 draw. 65-35 in terms of possession for us. We had a lot of the ball, just didn't do a lot with it. 11 shots each and 3.3 expected goals, 3 in favour of the home side. 3-3's the right result. Whether I like it or not, it's the correct result. Man of the match for us goes to Aidan Sutherland as per usual, because he's Aidan Sutherland and he is fantastic. Assist from left back for him today. Nicholas Palacios with a goal and 8.1. Contreras, very solid at centre back role, and I've got no worries with him. Cochrane as well with a goal, 7.9. Harry Howell assisting with 7.9. Marius Thomas getting involved in the scoring as well with 7.7. And then the other assist coming from Ethan Roberts. Conte could have had a bit of a better day today. 6 shots on his goal, 3 saves, 3 conceded. We may give Duncan a game next game just to see what he's about. As for the Walsall performance, it was Jamil Matt who was the man of the match overall, and especially for them, 2 goals and a 9 rating for him. Rivas also scoring with an 8.4 rating, and then Hutchinson with 2 assists from midfield, from the wide side of midfield, to get 7.1. And their goalkeeper, taking a look at their stats, 8 shots, 5 saves, 3 conceded. Although my keeper got a higher rating, their keeper made more saves. That's interesting, that. But 3-3, I can't complain. I feel like it's 2 points dropped, obviously, because we were 2-0 up at half-time, but they really came at us in the second half and got what they deserved. And I'm going to get a drink while this interview's going on. Why are they talking about Bernard? He's not even been involved, which I guess is the problem. But he will get a game. It's just I've got some very good midfielders that rotate. We've got Cochrane, we've got Thomas, we've got Mills. Bernard will get moments. But, yeah, at least we didn't let the draw slip away from us. At moments, I thought Walsall might go and take the whole 3 points, but it's fine. A draw's a draw, we'll take that, absolutely. Would have liked the 3, but the way they came back into this game, draw, absolutely fine. Maybe we thought I thought we'd done enough already to win. I was going to just kind of play it calmly in the second half, just relax a bit, but they got one back, and then we got one for Palacios, but then they just kept pressing. But it's fair play. Fair play to Walsall. They just kept going for it. We still remain in the playoff spots just about, but we've fallen behind a little bit. Up next, it will be Colchester, which I said I was going to play, I think. Jake Hasty getting an offer from Cosenza. I don't know if we can maybe eke a little bit more money out of this. I'm going to give it a go, but I doubt it. We're going to ask for 300. See what they say. 250. Well, they said 270 was the top end of the Chiefs thing. So 270. We'll go 270 instead. 300 is probably a bit too high. 270 is fair. That'll probably be an A deal because he's not really worth much anyway. And once Jake Casey goes through, it'll be another real player out of the squad. He'll be going to Cosenza. Fingers crossed. As we continue to the Colchester match. Are we still in the playoffs? Nobody else has played their game yet, so that's fine. A little save over. I mean, it was a good game against Walsall for the neutrals, but I just feel like it is points dropped, but at the same time, it is the right result, so I can't complain too much. Again, it's defensively we're struggling a little bit, but attacking-wise as well, we've been... I was going to say we've been a bit slower with the goals, but we have scored the most in the league. It just feels like we've been a bit slower this year. As we read down at the moment, relegation to, well, bottom 2, Crawley and Crewe. Crewe off the mark, though, with a win. So we'll see how they go, because they seem to always recover. We're going to give Logan Duncan a try this match, which may be risky, but Conte maybe needs a rest, and that's what we're thinking there. We'll bring in Mills for Marius Thomas. And I'm going to bring in Bernard for Cochrane. But Cochrane will be on the bench. In fact, I'm going to swap Bernard and Mills around as well. Bernard deserves some game time. He's a decent rating. Got decent stats. So we'll give him a run out. We'll give Ramon Murillo. In fact, we'll give Humphreys a chance as well. Ramon Murillo is on the bench. Humphreys is left-footed. But I do like the tall power of Rodriguez. So we're going to leave it like that. I think. I don't want to give McDonald some more game time as well at some point. And Kosi, I would also like to give some game time. Put him on the bench and maybe bring him on. So this is how we're going to look for this game against Colchester. First of all, we'll take a look at news before we go in, as we usually do. Palacios off and running. Palacios scored his first goal of the season. Hartlepool United to 3-3 draw against 1803. Now, who the fuck are they? Because we played Walsall. Nothing else, I don't think. That was just it. So, going into this game then against Colchester United, that is the team. We've got Duncan in goal. Sutherland and Moffat as the full-backs. Contreras and Galloway as the centre-backs. I should mention as well, of course, Sutherland will be holding that armband once again as a captain. Mills, centre mid with Bernard playing slightly ahead. Roberts off the right. Palacios off the left with Humphreys and Rodriguez leading the line today. It is a 4-2-4 as per usual. We're nearly at everyone being 60 rated. Moffat and Maxwell probably will be getting close to that as well, and that will be a good bit of, bit of squad balance. Now those people in there at 70 already, like Sutherland, and people who are going to be fast approaching 70, like Contreras and Mills, and even Roberts as well. But if we get Moffat and Maxwell to 60, it's a good bit of balance. But anyway, at Victoria Park for the third game of today's episode is Hartlepool United versus Colchester United. Win needed after dropping points there, though. Right, it's must win here, boys. A good episode so far with wins, or a win over Mansfield in the opener. Playable highlights. And of course, the point there very much could have been 3, but we got complacent. And Walsall took some points off of us. So I had to run down to get my new order. Got it right this time. Have a delivery lad one of these for a tip. Jesus Christ. Completely joking. I gave him a very generous tip. Fair enough. Not too shabby. I'll go get my food after this. I bought some bagels, so I'm going to make some bagels. Should be very nice. And I'll probably have to go to the gym because I should, but I don't want to. I probably will. After this weekend, I kind of need to. Sorry if you can hear my Lucozade, by the way. Making a lot of noise. Right. At Victoria Park. Hartlepool kick-off proceedings. And we're looking for 3 points. Bernard's going to get his game today. He's been a bit upset recently. So I'm happy to give him a game. He is a decent little player, but just not really had the time to utilise him. I've done a dumb thing there with Roberts. Because Curtis Mills is, of course, Mills. He's one of the best in the fucking squad. We've got Cochrane, who's come into this squad and just immediately settled. And Marius Thomas, who is just a nice little player to have. Bit of energy in the midfield. And just does very well. So it's quite difficult to find time and room for everybody. The reason I kept Bernard around is in case anyone get injured. Because knowing me, I'll loan someone out and they'll be an injury in that situation where I need to replace it. Good bit of play there. Galloway does well to get the ball twice. I thought for a second there Colchester were taking the lead, but Galloway has done very, very well with that. Without really committing too heavily and getting a foul out of it. Moffat, lad, if you're going to make the run for you're going to have to move away from the man a little bit, otherwise we're not going to get the ball to you. Interception by Rafa Contreras, and we'll bring it away again. Colchester seem up for this game. They need it more than we do. I think they're only on 6 points, if I remember correctly. Or 8 points or something. They were below us anyway in the table, so they do need this more than us. But also we want it more than them. Humphreys, early shot. Not enough on it to get past O'Hara. Just tried to place it past it. Didn't really have the power needed to get past the Colchester goalkeeper. Galloway is committed out here. Didn't really want to, but it might actually work better than what the original plan was. It's not worked at all. Moffat closed it down, but can't prevent it from going for a corner. I've had to start going hard in the gym again myself. A few too many Nando's recently. Yeah. You just start eating unhealthy. You just start eating, you know, shit you shouldn't. You need to really make up again. I need to start doing that again, really. I haven't been doing it. I'll be straight up. I haven't been doing it enough. Shot at his own teammate, thankfully, because that might end up in the back of the net. Rodriguez can't defend, hence why he's a striker, and Duncan holds on to it. But yeah, I need to be going more than I am. I just have the motivation. Bernard into Moffat, onto Rodriguez, and it was meant to lock onto Murillo, but instead has not. It's just gone past everybody. Moffat picks up the ball at right back here. Sees Bernard helping Roberts there, continue the play. Now Rodriguez, Ramon Murillo, on one more to Curtis Mills perhaps. Good save, O'Hara. Millsley's getting involved again. It's going to be a corner, Colchester. We're going to aim for the big man. I don't know why, because his headering doesn't seem to be too great. Okay, it's Galloway instead, fair enough. And Moffat can get a touch on it to direct it towards goal, which I was hoping he would. Intercepted by Contreras on the way back though. Roberts. Moffat's still very forward here. Can't lock the ball through. It's what I believe would have been Ramon Murillo. Moffat try to come back here to chase Kazim. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I know the problem there. It's because my centre-back has decided, in all his infinite wisdom, to go out there and already had a right-back there, which left the spot open. That's... You know, this game is so smart. This game is intelligent. I've got Moffat there chasing the man. Maybe Moffat doesn't get there, but you keep the centre back in the middle, and that thing doesn't arise. Why the fuck is why has Galloway done that then? I moved Contreras stupidly. I should have left Contreras on the man in the middle, but then Kazim might have shot it. But fucking Galloway's gone for a wander there, and that's all on him, I think. I would say anyway. Mostly on him. Very much on him. Moffat did lose his man, but Galloway shouldn't be committing like that when I've got it. Well, I say I've got it covered. When I've got man there. 1-0 Colchester. RCB Mensa. It's a great fit. I'm not taking anything away from the goal because the shot was fantastic. It was a great finish. And Duncan couldn't do anything about it. But it was the situation there with Galloway. Why has he moved there when he doesn't need to? What a slide tackle. That sent the ball cross map. Throw in. Galloway throws it to Roberts. Bernard. He's got a bit of room to work here. He find an option in the centre though. Spots Mills. Tries to switch up to right and take a shot on, but Ashley knew it was coming, and now Colchester go again. Oh, let me switch to Moffat in time. Fucking hell. We do eventually. It's a bit of a tangle, but we've got the better of it, kinda. And now it's not letting me use the player I want. But Duncan has the save. And we go again. I'm a bit annoyed about how their goal came about, but at the same time, it's a great finish, and they probably deserve it based off the play early. I don't know what I'm doing with Palacios there. Tried to stick on the man, and it didn't work at all. Probably should maybe put a bit of skill on it or something, but I'm not really a skill move person. Kazim again. Moffat may not be the man to deal with this, you know. Maxwell might be needed. Skipper's great. Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Yeah. World class. Moffat wins the ball back. And we go, hopefully with Roberts now. Hopefully move the ball up the pitch and try and get something for the break. Bernard didn't run there with him, so I'm going to have to ask for the ball back, and we'll try that again. I don't know why it thinks of switching to my fullback when I need my centre back. Duncan committed to that. I'm just want to watch. I need to look back at this. I've cleared this. I've pressed X to absolutely leather this. What has happened? Is it gone through his foot? Is that what we're looking at here again? The usual. Okay, yeah, cool. Right. So with the ball here with Moffat, I'm wanting to, just absolutely leather out the pitch. It's gone through his foot, and he sliced it. He sliced it with his left. That could have gone so wrong if I moved for Logan Duncan making a critical save. Chipped it to them. I pressed X to absolutely leather it, and it just hasn't leathered it. No, corner to Colchester. They've been the better team today, to be fair, but I feel like things haven't really gone in our favour in terms of my controller being a dickhead. Trouse should win this. Should be away. It will be away. Only as far as Green Edge. I think it's Green Edge's name, wasn't it? Really see it. Rodriguez. Bernard. Humphreys. Greenidge, sorry. Humphreys isn't going to get through there, but he's going to give it a go. You've got to respect that. Blocked by Bernard, who seems to be having a decent game today. Just haven't been able to find a goal yet. Mills. Maybe we'll now. Palacios back in. Curtis Mills. Good save again, O'Hara. We're going for it. We're going for an equaliser here. Jay McDonald talking tactics with Jabu. Jabu's obviously confused about, probably doesn't understand the Scottish accent, to be honest. That would probably be what Jabu's saying there. Sorry, mate, I don't understand your accent. Galloway. Didn't want it to go to him. Obviously, I want it to go to 6'6" in the box, but it doesn't want to ever. Bernard from the edge of the area. Decent effort, just wide. We're going for it, but we just can't seem to find the back of our net this first half. Colchester, a little bit lucky with their goal, but also smart with it as well, pressing my players. and eventually getting the goal. But also, Galloway, it's on Galloway, that one. Going out of position for absolutely no reason when Moffat had it handled. Or at least Moffat could have had it handled. And if Galloway stays in the centre, that goal doesn't come about because he's cut it out. 2 minutes of added time. Mills, can he find Humphreys? Nope, because it's locked on to Rodriguez. Absolutely fantastic. Sutherland cuts it out. We've got one more chance, boys. Throw down the gauntlet before the break, and the touch was heavy. Still on. Never mind. 1-0 at the break. A little bit hard done by, but at the same time, probably the right result. Just try not to lose patience with this game because it's actually been quite fun so far this episode. Even with some of the situations I've been going through. Has to be Mensah with the goal for Colchester, giving them the lead. Bit annoyed about it, but I'm not going to lose my temper. There's no point. Just make it play worse. Colchester do have the lead, though. Looking at the halftime results, and it's 1-0 to Carlisle over Sutton, 1-0 to Tranmere over Crawley, 2-1 to Forest Green over Morecambe, 0-0 between Salford and Swindon, 1-0 to Barrow over Mansfield, 1-0 to Walsall over Wimbledon, 1-0 to Crewe over Gillingham, 1-1 between Grimsby and Newport, 1-0 to Northampton over Burton, 0-0 to, or between, I should say, Cambridge and Stevenage, and then Rochdale and Harrogate also drawing goalless at the moment. And looking at the stats, it's a close one. Maybe 1-1 should be the right result, but their goalkeeper has been on it, and our defence really hasn't. Our goalkeeper otherwise has been quite good today. It's just that goal, the defence that led to that goal, is what's let us down there, and their defence hasn't really let them down too much. 57 to 43 in terms of possession, 5 shots each, but 1.6 expected goals to 1.5 in favour of Colchester. Although I feel like we should have an equaliser, and at some point I reckon we will have an equaliser unless they go 2 up, obviously, in which case it won't be an equaliser. But a bit heavy from Bernard in the middle. The referee didn't like it, giving them the longest advantage in the world. Contreras, oh fuck off, right? Let's put it wide. Like, it's shit. Contreras makes a tackle and has to commit all the way up the fucking pitch to regain his balance. Like, why? We've been let off there, but also Galloway's been turned again. Maybe McDonald needs to come on. Oh, okay, thank God. I was going to say, I thought it was going to go to Moffat there. Because I aimed it for Moffat, so I'm glad it didn't. But still, Bernard couldn't find Roberts there. Contreras trying to get across. I was just about to say, there's probably more chance of a Colchester second than a Hartlepool first. And it has got in, but again, it just, why have they got 7 attackers? They've got more attackers than we've got defenders there. It's poor positioning again, but at the same time, there's just more of them than there is of us. Duncan has decided not to really dive for it either. Two-0 Colchester. Something needs to change, boys. Something needs to change. I'm not sure what, but something needs to change. I reckon we bring on McDonald soon because Galloway's just not been it today. Contreras didn't really cover himself in glory in that bit of defensive play either, but he's been slightly better. And I reckon we bring on Cochrane for Bernard. Not Bernard's been bad, we just need a bit more quality. And not Cochrane offers that. Bernard, back to Mills. They're defending with everyone now. They're defending with fucking everyone. They're 2-0 up and they're going to start defending with everyone. I mean, they need 3 points more than us, realistically. Oh, I'm so bad at tackling. Moffat will pick this up here from Hopper. Got the ball back. Bernard. Now, I'll blame Bernard for the bad pass, but why is Roberts not in his situation, the position we put him in at the start? He's not there. Like, why is Bernard the one doing that? Rodriguez into Bernard. Can he get us one back, perhaps? He can. He can. Right. Chance. Bernard's one I was thinking of bringing off, but maybe not now. Maybe not now. I think that's the first club goal for Clement Bernard. Good little run in and just put it nicely past the keeper. Maybe a chance of getting back into this one now, which is probably what we deserve. Defensively, we've been fucking poor today, but attacking-wise, we've been alright. I wanted to put that shot a bit further away from the goalkeeper, but ultimately it's found the back end net, and that's all that matters. And the young French midfielder, I believe, another one, has found his first goal for the club. It might not be, I could be wrong. But Clement Bernard finishes off for Hartlepool. And we may have the momentum now like Walsall had in the last game against us. We'll try to press here a bit more. Which may not work, to be honest. Okay. Oh, sorry. What? Excuse me. Wait, I want to see that go back. I don't know how that pass didn't get through, because if I do that pass, it doesn't get through for a million years. And then I think Duncan just fell over its near post. Yeah, okay. So I committed to centre back again, like an idiot. But what? I'm just. What is Duncan doing? I feel like there's nothing wrong with the goal, but I still feel like there's something wrong with it. Like, it doesn't feel, I know it's not, nothing's up with it, it's a perfectly fine goal. It just feels like it's wrong somehow. So Jay gets the shot here. And I feel like maybe it should be covered. We're going to bring Galloway off because he's not really been great today at all. It's a good goal. The goal is absolutely fine. It's just, it feels weird that I've conceded it. Oh, well, whatever fight back we were going to go for might be in the bin. We're not going to win every game, to be fair. Moffat hasn't really been it today either. But we don't have Maxwell, so I'll bring on Cossey. McDonald comes in for Galloway. We'll bring on Harry Howell because we bloody need a goal. And we'll bring on Cochrane for Bernard. Because Bernard's had a good day, but we need Cochrane. Quad substitution here, boys. We're absolutely needing something. Keeper didn't do well all there. No, he just fell at his near post. I don't understand. I don't understand what the animation. I've not had that animation, I don't think, ever. It's weird. It just looked weird with the way he fell. There's nothing wrong with the goal at all. The goal was nice, but the pass I feel like we should have cut out. But I didn't, obviously, successfully. And then the shot there was good, and Duncan's just not done very well with it. Ball in. Tried to get to Rodriguez, didn't have enough on it. Cochrane intercepts. Roberts. Rodriguez. Save at the post by O'Hara. I mean, we could get 3-all. Who's to say we can't? We were 3-1 down to Walsall. They got 3-all. Palacios intercepts Rodriguez. Cochrane can't find a way through. Mills still can't find a way through either. But something's happened here. There's a penalty apparently. There is a penalty, but is it for Cochrane or is it for Mills? It's on Mills. I don't think that's a penalty. But I'm not going to complain. We'll have that. We'll have that, absolutely. I just want to check it again, because I didn't feel like that was a penalty, but I'm not going to be worried. I just want to see. I thought it was on Cochrane, to be honest, which is why I was like, oh, fair enough. But it's actually for the foul on Mills. So Rodriguez plays it on to Cochrane. It's a good block, actually. The Cochrane one's fine. But Mills here. Oh, he does. I mean, ignore the fact that Mills completely slices through the ball. Ignore that the keeper just... Or the keeper will save it. I just read the chat at the same time. Ignore that the fucking ball was completely sliced. It is a foul. It is a penalty. But the shot was already taken, so I don't know. It's a difficult one, that one. Of course, the everlasting rule. Whoever wins it takes it. Curtis Mills with 43 penalties. Puts it away beautifully. And we're back in. Thankfully, the keeper didn't save it. And Curtis Mills converts from the spot. Plenty of time to get an equaliser too. Lovely little penalty. just caressed it rather than going for power. Cracking games today. I wish they were all going in our favour, but there's been some brilliant matches so far. I can't really complain too much about the goals scored against me besides the first one of the day today. The rest of them have been alright. Like the first one of this game, I should say. All the Walsall goals were... Well, 2 of the Walsall goals were fine. I think I just like complaining, to be honest. Donald gets a foot in. Right, that would I'd have complained about that one if it had gone in. It's a good save by Duncan. Donald gets his foot there, but it just rolls through as if it's not hit anything. Corner Colchester. Ball in. Mills tries to get to it, but it's a header towards Duncan from Chilvers, and it's saved away for another corner. McDonald does head that away. Mills gets in the way of the clearance. Rodriguez gets enough on it, and that's a foul. Oh, sorry. It's not a foul. Good save again from Duncan. I just want to go back and look at that tackle, because I'm pretty sure he doesn't get the ball, and he probably does on replay, because the game always proves me wrong, but it didn't feel like it. Oh, come on. The fuck is that shit? I mean, it's a clean tackle, but it's so stupid. And it's forced another save out of Duncan. Instead of us going for 3-all, it looks like they're going for the victory. It's a fantastic tackle, but for... Oh, I hate this game. It's the animation sometimes. Do my head in. It is a very good tackle. Fair play to the Colchester man there. Can I beat Mills, please? Okay. It's making me beat Palacios. Had him on the line, but Duncan had it covered anyway. Cochrane. Roberts, I believe the one was on the line. And Cosi now. Bit of pace about him. Can he move something around here for us? Mills to Howell. Does need some assistance here. Can't really hold this up. Mills. Okay, he's just snapped Cochrane then. I mean, it wasn't even a... I mean, Cochrane didn't even have the ball. It's going to be a definite yellow here for Al-Amin Kazim, because that was definitely not... that one I can confirm was a foul. He's not even close to the ball. Never a foul, yeah. Cochrane's dive, to be honest. Right. Free kick. Hartlepool. We've still got time to find the equaliser. 10 minutes and about 30 seconds. Play it in here. Not there, but I guess it's just about worked. Rodriguez gets tackled. Contreras to Sutherland. Howell. Palacios. Oh, I thought Mills would make the run in. Why didn't Mills make the run in? I should have just gone through Palacios, but I thought Mills was just going to run into that space and take a shot on and probably score it, but he didn't. Maybe I should have just gone with Palacios. Ah, bollocks. Good tackle, Contreras. Body that prick. Corner, Colchester. Running out of time. We're going to bring on Ojeda. Fresh out the wings a little bit. Final substitution of the day for us because he used 4 and fucking 1 bounce. Trying to freshen things up. We might take an unfortunate L here, boys, but there's still time to go. Still possibilities in this one for us. Ball in towards Akinde. It's cleared by Sutherland, who has definitely got rid of the ball there before a tackle came in. And we'll get the free kick. A bit of time to plan what we want to do here to try and push for this equaliser. They're probably going to be 3 or 4 minutes added time. So we're going to try and figure out what we want to do here if we don't do it in normal time. Can we do it in added time perhaps if we have the time? And Cosi. I mean, like, Why would I try that? It was obvious. That could have been more obviously meant for Mills. That could have been more obviously meant for Mills if it tried to be. Whether that's Nkosi's bad passing or the game's just fucking decided to assist aim it to my striker. I don't know what's happened there, but that could have been more for Mills if it tried. And now it's another Colchester corner. I don't think we're going to get this equaliser. In fact, I think Colchester are going to get a fourth before we do. It's headed by McDonald, but not away. It's off the line. Who just took it off the line? Because I'm going to kiss you. I will kiss you right now. Because it might mean we equalise. Cochrane. Harry Howell has space. Harry Howell has a chance. Harry Howell has the equaliser. 8 minutes. Where have they come from? Whoever's cleared that off the line is my dad, confirmed. I don't know who it was. I didn't see who it was. But whoever cleared that off the line is my actual father. Because it has led to an attack up the other end with Harry Howell in acres of space and a cracking finish off the weak foot as well for whatever reason. Into the bottom right. The goal line clearance was absolutely massive. You're right, Jordan. But who did it? Did you see who did it? It was me, kiss me. Alright, you know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt this time. Oh, Harry Howell, right. I'm going to go back and see who did that goal line clearance because I could honestly just be their friend forever. It looks like Contreras, actually, off first glance. The header comes in. Ojeda absolutely missed time to jump. The header comes in from Chilvers. Duncan misses the save. And it is Rafa Contreras. Just meters from going in at the Colchester end. That went through his arm, didn't it? You know what? We ain't counting. We don't care. we do not care. And it went up the other end. Let's get the proper camera angle. Contreras is headed away. And we get it further. We get it moving. And this is a great run, I believe. Who is that from? The run. I think it was from number 8, Cochrane. And he spouts Howell, who gets fouled, but honestly holds on. And it's a goal up the other end. Fantastic. Limbs. And with 8 minutes of extra time on the clock, there is still time for a winner here at Victoria Park. But which way will it go? Why the fuck there's 8 minutes? I mean, absolute disbelief, but there is. Roberts. Nkosi. Mills. Oh, I've run the wrong way with him. Oh, bollocks. Oh, okay. First block. Ball in. Saved by Duncan. Not enough on the shot at all. And we can maybe move again. And Nkosi, please just play the ball off. I don't know why you don't move. Should have pace on you. I think you do have pace on you as well. I'm confused. Mills. Oh, tried to find Harry Howell to make the limbs go twice here in Victoria Park, but it didn't happen. And the limbs could go to Colchester if we don't watch out. Still one more chance for them to leather out the pitch. Mensah. Getting caught by McDonald nearly. But it's offside against John Akinde. We will take a point in this one. It was Walsall who did it against us last game. 3-1 down to 3-all. We've done it this time to Colchester. And that goal line clearance from Rafa Contreras might be the biggest contribution he'll make this season. And the goal, of course, from Harry Howell. Good idea keeping him on. And that should be time. And it is time. 3-all. That's absolutely fine. 2 3-alls in a row, maybe a bit unrealistic, but what a fight. This time we had to be the ones that were fighting. What a fantastic match. Another cracking game. Yeah, world class. What makes that fucking equaliser though was the goal line clearance, and it just played perfectly from there up to the other end. All the way up from the goal line clearance, and Harry Howell off the bench to rescue us a point. Thank God for that, because I think Colchester probably deserved it, to be honest, so we're happy to scrap a point out of that one. 55 to 45 in terms of possession, 16 shots to 12 in favour of Colchester, with 4.2 expected goals to 3.7. I mean, I don't know if we deserve the draw fully, but I'm not going to complain at all. Man of the match goes to Carlos Rodriguez, who was solid up front, just holding it up and kind of just try to play the passes through. Assist from him. Rafa Contreras, once again, he is back to his best. I don't know if he was ever his best before he got injured, but he is at his best now. 7.7 for the young Mexican, and a cracking goal line clearance, which led to the equaliser from this man off the bench, Harry Howell. 7.6 for him today. 7.5 for Roberts. Duncan did well to keep it at just 3, to be honest. A couple of silly mistakes, but a lot of saves being put in as well, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt today. Goal from Bernard, goal from Mills as well. 6.8 and 6.7. Did we really only get 1 assist out of our 3 goals? Oh no, Cochrane got an assist as well. 6.2, came on late, and a point is a point. You know, it's a brilliant game again, but we need to be getting 3 points on the board if we want to be continuing pushing for playoffs. Asibi Mensah, the man of the match, goal and assist from the Colchester striker. 8.5 from him. Kazim getting an assist and 8.3. Jay from midfield. Pretty sure he used to play for Exeter, if I'm not mistaken. Goal and an assist for 7.7 rating today, and the other goal coming from Alan Judge with a 7 rating. But that equaliser, we got to watch it again. I mean, obviously, it won't show the goal line clearance, which was the biggest part of it. But we are watching the equaliser again. The ball in from Cochrane there. Harry Howell under pressure. Takes it on. Coolly as you like. And the limbs in Victoria Park go absolutely mental. What a point. And it all came from the back, literally as far back on the pitch as you could, to the complete other end. What a counter-attack. And a 3-3 draw rescued there. 2 3-3 draws in succession. But the next one won't be because it's a playable highlight, so we won't get a third 3-3 draw in a row. But we fought and we won. We gave it our all. Their goals, some of them were a bit meh, but it was more doubted by defending than their actual goals. Obsessed with the run. I mean, literally, we're talking about this unbeaten run. We've drawn 4 of our last 5, so I mean, it's not really a great unbeaten run. But also at the same time, we're actually competing with these teams now rather than just getting absolutely destroyed by them. It's more of a competition. It's more of an interesting game, and it's, you know, it's good content as well, I'm hoping. Oh my god, what a day. But I'm happy with the draw, to be honest, but we did defend like I know we can. But I'm happy with, I'm very ecstatic with the draw, to be honest. That Rafa Contreras goal line clearance will live in my mind. And if Messi doesn't start for Salford, I reckon that goal line clearance gets the title. Because it was such a big moment. Garrido transfer offer, he was the one that really didn't seem to work out in goal. And I reckon we can get a bit more money for him because he had good potential. So we'll try and push up a little bit. Brilliant content, loving it. He's probably a good goalkeeper, just not for us, you know. He had a few games. The first game he let in 4 out of the 4 shots that were at him. 290 is absolutely fine. I feel like I'm scamming him a little bit, but also, Garrido does have the potential to grow a bit more. Brilliant content, loving it. Well, if everyone's loving, well, say if everyone, if you're loving it, then that's all that matters. If it's good and enjoyable, that's fine by me. So Sam Porter going from a centre back to a left back, a bit smaller. So I think a left back might make more sense. And he's left footed, so he goes from 54 and stays there. Okay, maybe it doesn't make much difference. Maybe we should just left him at centre back. But we'll keep the defensive stats working there. Tomlinson here. He's a 6'1" English centre back. And if his rating shoots up quite nicely here, he may get a bit more game time. He may get promoted here. Jake Tomlinson going from 57 up to a 59. Pretty decent that, and we'll work on some of these stats as well. Ball playing, the defensive centre back actually makes it a bit quicker, but we'll work on him. He could be a good player. I don't want to bring him up now, or maybe leave him for a little bit. I'm going to leave him a little bit till his potential evens out a bit more, because it's still quite a big gap. But that's a player that could come in. And then Luca Carpenter going to go from a centre forward to striker purely because we don't use centre forwards. He goes from a 49 to a 50, which ain't great. A lot of work required with this player, but I'm happy to put it in if his potential turns out to be decent. So that will be that for those position changes. And as we advance now, we've got Gillingham next Before that, though, a Taylor forehand transfer offer. Some of these real players get some offers now, and I'd absolutely love to see it. We're going to try and push for 500 and something here, I think, if we can. Just try and get a bit more, as much money. Oh, is the audio cut out? Is there any reason for it, or? Oh, 460. Audio cut out. Lovely. Oh, there we go. It seems to fix itself. It seems to be when my stream delays. For whatever reason, my stream decides to delay. I don't understand why. Maybe it's a connection. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm streaming straight off Xbox. I may need to get some actual equipment at some point to stream with. But Taylor Ford will be going for 460k probably. Decent offer for that. I was just talking through the transfer deal anyway, so you weren't missing much. Hasty transfer talks end. Lovely. So he's not going to Cosenza now. Daniel Dodd's getting an offer from Newport County. Maybe it's when I go to these negotiations. But we're going to try and ask for a bit more. We'll go for 200k here. See if they accept or reject. Boost up a little bit. We'll go 205. Why not? I can't be bothered changing that 5. They want to go for 175. Now, I'm not. Oh, Jesus Christ, no. I'm not one to be penny pinching, but we do need the money at this lower level. 195. 175 is selling clause. We're not going to get any better from him. Plus, they're not going to sell him on, so the selling clause means nothing. I should have just accepted the 175. Ain't a bad offer for a player we're never going to use. Finally, the offers are coming through for the real players, and that's what I really like to see. Up next, Gillingham. Same points as us. We've fallen down a little bit in the table now, even though we've been still getting points. We've dropped down to 10th. So taking a look at the table, we are getting a bit further away from playoffs. Not by far, though. It's only a point between us and Mansfield, who occupy that final playoff spot currently. But we need to turn these draws into wins. And we need to not start conceding goals, leaking goals like a fucking, I don't know, like Man United. So up next, it will be Hartlepool versus Gillingham. This will be the second playable highlight match of the day. Take a look at the news. Players of the week. We've got Curtis Mills in there. You'll have to see it, but this is from 22nd of August. What the fuck? Why is it still so far back? Why is it not updated the team of the week? Colchester denied by a late Howell equaliser. Colchester United with denied victory by Howell's dramatic late equaliser, which helped Hartlepool United to a 3-3 draw. Fantastic. Am I missing anything here? I think we've got everything. Correa can be making his debut. Oh my god. Now, who is this kid? Hold on, I'm going to have to do a little bit of research here, because he looked quite good. I have to do a little bit of poaching of players. Sorry, Messi. You're getting off the list for a second. Hugo Correa. I don't know who his region... I don't know who he'd be the region of, but... He looks quite decent, you know. Fast, at least, anyway. And potential there, surely. We're going to have a look at him anyway. We'll scout him and see what he's about, because that might be a signing we need to go in for. If not only to weaken them, but to strengthen us. A little bit of Brazilian talent in the team as well. Wouldn't be too bad. We don't have any of that yet. Sutherland's hit 72. Fuck's sake. Can you stop growing, mate? Alright. I hate when my bottle makes that fucking loud noise when I drink out of it. But I need to hydrate, so that's the way it goes. Right. Maxwell gets to start this one because he's not had one for a while. Some of these players I really need to get loans for in January. Like Clark, Mancini, Malangu, Kay. Those all need to try and find loan clubs for the end of the season, just see how they grow. I don't really want their growth stunted because we can't find a loan club for them. Up next is Gillingham. I don't remember the stadium name. Again, seems to be the theme, but we will figure it out. Harry Howell gets to start because of his antics last game. By antics, I mean thank God he was there. But also Contreras stays in, and we're going to give McDonald a run out because Galloway's not really been feeling with confidence these past 2 games. We'll keep Duncan in because why not? Give him a try. He was decent in some of the saves. I know he let 3 in, but so did Conte against Walsall. So they're on kind of equal footing right now. So give Duncan another chance, and then we'll give Conte the next game, and then I don't know who will play with Salford because they've got Messi, so I don't think it really matter. But Duncan in goal, Sutherland and Maxwell as the fullbacks today, with Sutherland as captain, of course. Contreras and McDonald the centre backs. Cochrane and Mills the centre mids, with Cochrane obviously playing centre mid and Mills playing slightly ahead in cam. Palacios off the left, Roberts off the right. Howell and Rodriguez will start up top. And in fact, actually, instead of Palacios, we're going to give Nathan Wood a game because it's been a little while. I don't want to forget about him completely. And I also do want Thomas on the bench instead of Bernard. I know Bernard's probably better, but I do like Thomas more. Up next then, Gillingham versus Hartlepool United. Second game of playable highlights today. Hopefully my audio is working fine and it's not cutting out again. Obviously, win is paramount now after those 2 draws. A draw that we bottled the game against Walsall, but the draw against Colchester is one we fought for. So it's been opposite sides of the coin. Against Walsall, 3-1 up. Against Colchester, 3-1 down. We need the 3 points here to get back into playoff contention, if that's what we're aiming for. But of course, Gillingham on the same amount of points as us. A win for them will see them jump into the playoffs too. Audio sounds good. No worries, we're good then. Thank God. Sometimes it likes to cut out. I hate it. Alright. I reckon we got a win in us. These guys did embarrass us last year, but that was last year. It's a new year, new team. Well, in some places. Improved team. And Harry Howell, who I was thinking of selling on, still might sell on if his potential doesn't turn out to be that good. He has been very good so far this season, especially with that last goal just there against Colchester, saving us from defeat at Victoria Park. Now I've travelled to the Gillingham Stadium and I didn't check the name of it. I'll try and check it quickly, but I don't have all the time. Priestfield. I will have time. Lovely. The Priestfield Stadium now. It's Gillingham versus Hartlepool. I'm kind of glad we've done Hartlepool, you know, because they've been relegated and they won't be in the game next year. All the other teams that I put on the voting besides Rochdale would have been in the game next year, so I'm glad we got Hartlepool or Rochdale. I know the voting was kind of cheated by a certain someone. I'm not going to name any names. But I'm glad we got Colchester, or not Colchester, we got, I've got Colchester on the brain. Then we got Hartlepool or Rochdale. Really hoping Gillingham don't get all the chances today. I'd like to have some opportunity to try and get something out of this game. Nichols, a free kick just by the halfway line for Gillingham, knocks it towards Abrahams. Sutherland leaps high to defend. And once again, it's a Gillingham counter-attack. Don't really like the playable highlights too much when it's all them. I do like the playable highlights, which is why I've tried to incorporate it in this a little bit. And it also means the games speed up ever so slightly. Do it for the season's a little bit quicker before we get to the top. Once we get to the Premier League, we'll play everything. But it's up until that point, we're just trying to accelerate the speed up a little bit. Harry Howell should make it 1-0 here, and does. Easy finish from the Welshman, 2-2 for him. Who cheated? I'll have a word with them. Can't believe they do that. I don't know. Can't believe anyone would rig the voting like that. 1-0, Harry Howell, cracking finish. An easy opportunity, and if he'd missed it, I would have been more annoyed really than anything, but our first chance of the day, and we're 1-0 up. Giving Harry Howell a chance was a smart move. 5 goals in 9 appearances so far in League 2. Don't know what the golden boot. It's pardon. No, I'm gonna need his translation for this. If I can get to it, it might not show me it yet. Right, we'll look back in it in a minute because I'm gonna need a translation. How that had to have actually gone through McDonald. Good ball in. It's a good save. Duncan Contreras brings it away. Now we're gonna go back because there's probably enough time in between when it happened. Why isn't it showing me it? Okay, because it knows it's a fucking liar. That's why. Rodriguez. They're trying to hold it up here for Howell to make a run through. Done it successfully, and it could be Harry Howell for a second here. If Gillingham don't watch out, Harry Howell. This man is fantastic. This man is fantastic. I'm no longer worried about the McDonald thing. I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but I feel like it did go through my player for that Gillingham chance. I'm glad the Gillingham chance didn't go in, because we've now got a second for a man who is on top form at the moment. Harry Howell with 3 goals in the last 2 games. 3 goals in the last 68 minutes if you count the last game. McDonald, good defending. Horner now. We've won this. It's 88 minutes. 88 minutes in this game. Now there's only 2 minutes to go. We've already won. And Harry Howell has been the focal point of this game. We're just going to play it short to Humphreys, who's been brought on now for, I believe, our Welshman. Rodriguez. Why not? Because he can't shoot, that's why not. Is there a way I can go back and look at the McDonald thing? Because it is living rent-free in my fucking head. Maybe I'm too far ahead now. Where is it? Here we go. It's living rent-free in my head. I have to have a look. What the how? But how, though? I've got my foot to it. And it just goes around it. Why? There's nothing actually wrong with it. Unless does it go for his arm? Okay. I mean, slightly. I mean, technically it does go through my player, but I thought it'd be a bit more than that. Oh well. Don't care. 2-0 win. Harry Howell, masterclass. 6 goals in 9 appearances now for the Welshman. I knew he was going to be good, but obviously his potential doesn't lend him to be a long-term player in this team. Unless dynamic potential kicks in which case Harry Howell might be a long-termer if it does. A brace from the young Welshman means that we win 2-0 at Priestfield Stadium over Gillingham, and we probably launch ourselves back into playoffs. I think it's going to be one of those seasons where we're in and out of the playoff spots until the end of the season, where hopefully we'll be in them. But we shall see, I guess, as we go. The Harry Howell brace means we win it. Harry Howell, of course, with a 10 rating. Contreras with an 8.2 and Rodriguez with an 8. Jeffries with a 6.5. Abrahams with a 6. And Lapsley was their third best player with a 5.9. 70 to 13 turns of possession. 17 shots to 5. 2 chances to 1. And we do get the victory. We'll see where that puts us. Where does it put us then? In 7th, back in the playoff spots with one more game to play in the league today. Hasty development schedule. He's reached his physical and technical attributes. I just don't remember asking though. That's the thing. I wanted him gone. I told him to Cosenza, but he didn't want to go. And Garrido will go through to Damac FC once the window opens. Any more? There he goes. Deal is done. Probably an A rating because he's not really great. B. Well, I tried to get a bit more, but the game didn't want to. I said the game didn't want to. The people who paid for him didn't want to. No shot am I getting 360k for him. They probably watched him play. Surprised they paid that much. Taylor Foran goes through to Ibiza for 460,000 as well. Slowly weeding the real players out of this club. End of the season, if there's any real players left, we'll release them. If we've got the money as well, of course. Could have got 480. I tried to push up for 500. Maybe I should have just not been as greedy. Foran has gone to Ibiza. We move now to Newport. But before that, a hasty transfer offer that better go fucking through this time. And he's got a bit more valuation actually as well because of his overall growth. So that means we could probably just accept that and be fine. 250k from Stal Mielek. Daniel Dodds makes a move to Newport County for 175,000. Don't know how much money we could have got for that. Probably that's our max, maybe. Maybe 200 at a push. 190, we'll take that. We'll take that, only 15k off. And any more movements? Dodds is sold. And we've got a look at Hugo Correa of Gillingham, who's only 64 right now, but definitely has some upside about him. And he might be someone we maybe make a move for in January if I feel like we need a left winger. Because we do have Palacios, and we do have Wood, who are alright. And then we've got Ochoa coming back probably at some point. But do we bring in Correa? Not a bad little player, you know. The speed's there. Technically, well, physically he's alright. Technically, could do with a bit of work. But I feel like we can work with that. And I think a move for him might be a smart move because he's fucking rapid. So if he comes to the club in January, do not be surprised. We're going to knock him on the transfer list. And we'll might as well scout the other players on here as well just to see what they're about. Krupa and Fernandez. Actually, we're not going to scout Krupa. He looks garbage. But that Correa kid may have something. It's only in September though, to be fair, so a long way to go just yet. Kilmarnock could take Domenico Mancini on a loan. I'd be more than happy to let him on loan as well. Short loan till the end of the season because it won't go through till January. Some game time in the Scottish Premier League. And then Newport up next. They're having a good season in third place. Even if we beat them today, we wouldn't catch up with them because we're 4 points off. 10 games into the league. It's looking not too shabby for us. We're up there. Salford are starting to run away with it because they have fucking Lionel Messi. But we're in the situation. 21 goals, 17 conceded. Bit of a concern, but we're not conceded most in the league by any stretch of the imagination. Crew have done that. That's kind of really my goal, is to not concede more than everyone else in the team, or in the league. Looking at the news then before we head into Newport. Howell nets brace as Hartlepool beat Gillingham. Howell was in superb form for Hartlepool United, scored twice and helped inside to a 2-0 win against Gillingham. I don't think there's anything else involving us besides this Hartlepool and Newport story, which is the same wording every time, but fuck it, we'll read it. It's a battle between two of the clubs in the pursued pack as Hartlepool United host Newport County in the league. The 3 points look vital to both as they attempt to close the gap on the teams above them at the top of the table. Hartlepool United know that only win will do for them as they play catch up. Newport County, meanwhile, know that a point would be a bad result. They'll be chasing victory nonetheless. We should see a positive open game of football. So, I mean, instantly, Harry Howell starts because he is on top form. He's grown up to a 63. I'm wondering, I'm just going to check if he's got a potential attack. He might not still yet, but maybe that potential could carry him a bit more. What's his growth looking like before we go in? Tshabalala's got to a 53, by the way. He's going quite well on loan. Gives a good chance to have a little scan at some of these players on loan as we try to find Harry Howell. Should have maybe done it from top rating, but whatever. We've done it now. Don't plan. In excellent form, so maybe he can grow a bit more. Still on Poacher. We're going to move him to a target player maybe, or a mobile striker. We'll go over mobile striker and try to get a bit more out of his skill moves and dribbling. And of course, some of his shooting continues as well. And maybe dynamic potential could break through to this kid if he continues his form, which is good because I would love to use Harry Howell long term. With Conti coming back in for this one. Moffat coming back in for this one, and Howell coming back in for this one. That'll be our team. And Wood, because I've not used Wood in actual game. I'll use him in playable highlights, I think. So we'll go with that, and then Bernard as well, because he's a little bit upset. And we'll keep Cochrane available, just in case. So that'll be the team for today against Newport County, who are quite high-flying, and I've got quite a decent team, to be honest. It won't be easy, this. I'm going to be honest, if I take a point from these again, that's absolutely fine. I'll go for the win, obviously, but if it's only a point, it's only a point. Conti back in between the sticks. Sutherland and Moffat as the fullbacks, with Sutherland captaining the side. Contreras and Galloway back as the centre-backs. Galloway is going to get one more chance to prove himself this episode anyway. I'm not writing off Galloway by any means. He's just been a bit silly today. I don't know why. Mills at centre mid, with Clement Bernard playing slightly ahead of him in Cam. Wood off the left, Roberts off the right, with Howell and Rodriguez leading the line today. At Victoria Park, it's Hartlepool United versus Newport County. Before we go in though, of course, goal news, because I'm nosy. Mainly the Salford game is what I'm worried about. I've not seen a lot of Messi actually scoring for Salford, which is quite funny. Maybe he's not playing. After this, we've got Salford in the Papa John's Trophy, so we'll find out. And the only reason I'm playing that one in the Papa John's Trophy because it actually could be Messi. If it was any other situation, it'd be playable highlighted. But the fact that we could go against Messi means that we have to play it. So after this, there'll be one more match. Then I'm going to get food and probably go to the gym. If we can get a win here, that would be fantastic. But I kind of just want to try and stay in the playoffs to end this episode. And if we're just on the verge, just outside the playoffs, that's not too bad either. It'll be an improvement on where we started the episode, which was 14th place. We haven't lost today. 2 wins, 2 draws. Maybe this will be the loss. But I'm not going to think like that. We're going to think positive. Enjoy this bit. Unfortunately, I have to head into work. Have a wonderful afternoon and catch up on the rest of the episode later. Much love. No worries, mate. Hope you've enjoyed the episode up to this point. It's only going to be another hour on top of this probably anyway, so you might miss Lionel Messi in a Salford shirt. But, nah, fair play, mate. If you need to go to work, you need to go to work. Hope you enjoy your day. Although you're at work, so maybe not enjoy your day, but get through your day.
Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Right. Here we go. Hartlepool United versus Salford. Not Salford. Newport. Salford's next game. I'm already thinking ahead to Messi. I had to keep my focus on this game though, because the win here would firmly put us in the playoff spot to end today's episode, as it is the last game of the league campaign today. The Salford game takes place in the Papa John's Trophy, so a win here would be fantastic. But again, Newport are in third, so I'm not expecting it plain sailing. Bernard going to try and make a move, but Drysdale has him sorted. Moffat now to Roberts. Now Bernard again. I really should be giving Bernard more game time. He's a decent little player. I don't want it to be expensive. Marius Thomas, Curtis Mills or Jack Cochran. I mean, it won't be the expensive Mills because he's fucking different gravy, but the others. Rodriguez tried to go in, but gets tackled. Tries to press Drysdale here, but loses out. Good play from the left back of Newport. Keeping Rodriguez away from it. Cheris just about gets it away under pressure. Galloway got a little touch in there, but Moffat was not in the right place there. That's why I want Galloway to come across when literally nothing's there. Top goal scoring team in the league is us with 21 goals in the opening 10 matches, which will take that. We've always been goal heavy. It's just defensively shit we've been, and it could happen again today. Conti, good save. I tried to come across. The ball got through, and it's a corner now to Newport County. Charsley. Ball short to Wait. And they'll continue to try and play it in here. Try to continue to hold them off. Little success because it would switch to my centre back, but it's gone to my left back anyway. And we've got the ball back anyway. Mills has gone behind the defender there. Not sure about that strategy, but it's a good bit of the goalkeeper, I should say, from Conti. And that one's gone in though. I mean, realistically, wasn't going to stay out of our net for long if we're going to fucking be idiots. Curtis Mills, rare mistake, going behind the player when I was trying to pass to him, which is really smart, honestly. Top 10 brain cells used. And with Conte making the initial save, Zanzala wasn't picked up. And I'm wondering why. But it's a great shot. I mean, ultimately, we should have had that away. We didn't. And that's on us. Zanzala puts it away for Newport. 7th goal of the season. He might be near the top of the goal-scoring charts. He's one more than Harry Howell.
Newport County goal, number 10 of
And a Newport County lead here at Victoria Park takes the mood out of this match a little bit. Moffat wins the ball back for a second attempt to play it to Roberts. With Bernard. Now Rodriguez. Harry Howell was the target, but it was cut out well. And now Contreras cuts out well as well. Roberts trying to get away from Charsley here. Try to find a way to play us across Rodriguez. Now, why isn't that just gone straight to Mills? Why is it have to take a fucking direct route to them? Good tackle is what I thought, but the referee said otherwise. Farquhar sent towards Bogle. Galloway. Bogle's had a good season as well, of course. August Player of the Month. Maybe a nominee for September as well after this game, we don't know yet. Good save from Conte. Put pressure on with Contreras there, and that might help quite a bit. Sutherland bringing it off the left-hand side. Into Wood, back to the captain. Can't find a way through. Tried to cut back a little earlier, but didn't do it. And now we're in a bit of trouble with no left back. Galloway cuts it out. I knew where they were going to go with it. It was the only option they had. But they've pickpocketed me again. And it's going to be saved by Conte. Maybe could have held on to it, but at least it hasn't gone in our net. Newport have come out here firing, which I knew they would. They're third. These kids could be going for automatics, maybe even the title. We're just trying to get playoffs, trying to get some kind of hope about promotion. Harry Howell. Good bit of play into Rodriguez. Good save, Townsend. If Harry Howell continues his form, dynamic potential really could help this man and get further potential than what we initially thought in the youth academy, and that would be fantastic because he's a cracking little striker. Might not be the height that we need at striker, but he's got the finishing. Curtis Mills. Gonna knock it edge to Rodriguez. In towards Galloway, who remember one time was a striker, could maybe take it on. Harry Howell. Sutherland's been left in space, and it's off the post by the captain. Could have been 1-1, but Sutherland was left in acres there by Newport and nearly paid for it. Howell to Mills. Tried to find Rodriguez there, it's cut out, but off the post by Aidan Sutherland. Captain's contribution could have been a goal there. And now it's Colchester. Oh, sorry, Newport. I've got all the previous teams on my mind. Colchester have always been a bogey team for me, so I've kind of got them on the brain. And we need to remember, get into my head that I'm playing Newport County. It's a corner to the Welsh side. I'm going to go short with it, it looks like. I lied, I guess. Wood gets it to Roberts, who can run out of here because he has the pace. He has the ability. Can he play it in to Howell? He can. Rodriguez. Curtis Mills. Roberts. Wood. This is great counter-attacking play. Wood turns inside. Off to Bernard. Wasn't how I wanted to catch the shot at all, and it's gone quite far wide. It looks like it's gone off the number 6, but I think it might just have missed him, skimmed past his leg. It is a goal kick to Newport County. And they may move it. They are moving it nicely. It's not may move it. They are moving it nicely up the pitch here. Looking for a second before the break, perhaps. It's switched off of Contreras there for no reason. But Zanzala wasn't really going to score from there, despite it being in brilliant form. It's not going in there, surely. And it's a good save from Conte anyway, just to make sure. But it didn't look like it was going in, really. Going short with Galloway here. Gets a tackle in, it's a throw in. Newport County. Contreras trying to be annoying. Nearly giving away a penalty. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Fuck off. There's not enough in that for a penalty. You've got to be kidding me, man. Oh, I hate this game with every fibre of my being. I hate this game with every fibre of my being, man. There's not enough for it for a penalty. And it's going to be Bogle versus Conte down the middle. Shouldn't have been a penalty, but it was, and we paid for it. Don't know how that's been given as a penalty, because I guarantee if it's up the other end on me, it's not given. That's a load of shite, to be honest. That's not enough for a penalty whatsoever. Dumb tackle, but it wasn't a penalty by any means. And Bogle just puts it down the middle. It was not a penalty by any means. I'm sorry, but like, if that goes the other way, it's not going to be given to me, is it? I absolutely don't get that penalty if it's mine. If it's like a foul on me. Rodriguez, Roberts, Rodriguez again. Mills, can we find a goal before the break? Perhaps. Probably not. Was meant to go to Harry Howell, that, and it's not giving Bernard an extra heavy touch for no reason. Roberts. That's poor from Roberts. Let's get a bit frustrated now. Bernard makes 2 good tackles. And throwing this for Newport, and that'll be the break, probably. Good again by Roberts, but it is 2-0 at the break. Should only be 1-0, but we human move and all that, I guess. Shouldn't have conceded that penalty, because it shouldn't have been a penalty in the first place, but it is 2-0. It's another rescue mission in the second half for us to try and rescue some points out of this one, but I'm not feeling it today, you know, boys, on this game. I think we're going to lose this one because that penalty wasn't a penalty, and it just kind of feels like that's how the game's going to go. 0-0 between Sutton and Tranmere, 1-0 to Carlisle over Forest Green, 1-0 to Swindon over Crawley, 2-1 to Morecambe over Mansfield, 1-0 to Walsall over Salford, 1-0 to Barrow over Colchester, 1-0 to Gillingham over Wimbledon, 1-0 to Crewe over Northampton, 0-0 draw between Grimsby and Stevenage at the break, alongside Burton and Harrogate playing at 0-0 as well, and 1-1 between Cambridge and Rochdale. I just feel a little bit hard done by that penalty, but they do deserve to be in the lead. 56-44 in terms of possession, 7 shots to 3, and 1.6 expected goals to 1.3. So fair play to them. They've been the better team, and they probably will win this one, but the penalties kind of done me over a little bit because it just simply was not one. So the more you know. We go again though for the second half and hope that we could get something out of it, but I ain't really feeling it off of this one so far. Not to say that we can't, it's just say I don't feel like it is going to happen yet. Woods get absolutely stomped all over, by the way. Granted, the guy got the ball, but if that other thing was a penalty, that's a free kick. Galloway commit forward, making a tackle, then passing to the wrong player. And then somehow Galloway not getting his foot in there, and now it's locked me off Contreras. Why did it lock me off Contreras there in a million years? You didn't want to touch it and keep it in, no, Contreras? I did try to touch it and keep it in, but apparently I missed it somehow. I don't really know. Mood's gone down since that penalty, I'm not going to lie. We do deserve to be losing, and I'm fine with losing. It's just that fucking penalty was not, was it? It just wasn't one. Oh, Woods missed the header completely, but Codsey gets the resulting header from the Newport player. Bring it clear. Mills. Out to Sutherland. Into Howell. Goes again. Referee. Yellow card for Priestley Farquharson. It's a cracking name, to be fair. Of course, it is a foul. He's done so well, though, as Harry Howell, and he's been wiped out. It will be a free kick on the edge of the area for Hartlepool United. I'm not really sure we've got a free kick taker. to be honest, but we'll give it a go with whoever's on it, I suppose, because they probably have the best stats. It looks like Ethan Roberts is going to be the one to try this one. Will he succeed with this one? We'll see. Roberts. Oh! I thought he'd saved it. I'm a bit, like, the reaction's a bit anticlimactic because I thought he'd saved it. But it's a first free kick goal, I believe, in this series for Hartlepool United, and it's come from Ethan Roberts. I thought the keeper got that. I need to watch this again. It's a brilliant free kick, don't get me wrong, for a guy of his ability. But I thought the keeper... No, it's gone through him. Oh, mate. It's a brilliant free kick then, because I thought the keeper had that. Well, if you want to try and get it from set pieces, Newport, we can also use set pieces to get back into the game, can't we? 2-1. Newport County. Contreras waiting for the advantage to go, and then outstrengthen Zanzala for the ball back. Wood. Now the mood's up a bit, because I didn't think that had gone in, you know. Curtis Mills, Harry Howell make the run through, but he's stopped and not to. And I didn't get the ball with Mills there, and I'm just wondering how. Good tackle by Galloway. Surprised didn't give a foul for me getting the ball. Oh, move out the fucking way. Sutherland. Howell. Rodriguez. Will get closed down if he continues that route. Mills. He's tried one. It's a good save from Townsend. I didn't really know what to do there. There's about 6 or 7 Newport defenders in the box. But we are seeing an uptick in performance since that free kick from Hartlepool. And we're going to try in for the big man. It's in for the potentially the smallest man in the box. Okay. Rodriguez. It comes to Galloway. Rodriguez. Roberts. Bernard. Just trying to find a space. Take a shot on here. They're just pressing the fuck out of me. Howell. Heavy touch. It's like clockwork. Making a good bit of passing play, and then suddenly heavy touch comes into the field. Oh, fuck's sake. Why is Contreras still so far out? Why is Zanzala taking that on? That's really selfish. Not complaining. That should be a pass across though to Bogle. It probably would have been 3-1. Bogle's going to be furious now if we get back into this, surely. Harry Howell, heavy touch again. Why, you might be asking? I don't know. I didn't do it. So with a bit of a foul there. Probably a booking when play stops as well, but let him know. Good tackle this time by Sutherland. Clean. In the penalty area as well, so it needs to be. And that's a stupid fucking tackle. That's only a yellow. Bro, if that's me, it's a red. Bring on Palacios. Nah, if that's me, it's a red. 100%. Not if it's me being the referee. If it's me doing that tackle, it's a red. There's no way he gives just a yellow if I'm the fucking one making that challenge. Mate, this game is inconsistent to fuck. Mills. Howell. Rodriguez. Back to Harry Howell. Need to find a way through, really, but we can't because there's so many fucking Newport County fucking defenders. Everyone's defending. I get they want to win, but like, relax, kids. Oh, Contreras is committed again. And I can't even complain because it's me who did it. Oh, Jesus, save that. It's wide, thankfully. Maybe we do need a bit of Ramon Murillo. Harry Howell ain't going to score every game, and today it's been especially difficult for him to get through, so we'll give Harry Howell a rest for Salford, and we'll give Ramon Murillo a chance. See if he can change anything in these minutes here. Salford equalising through Lionel Messi. I believe that's a normal sentence now. Bernard. Murillo. Try to find a way through, but they're just so defensive now. The goal, they're good. Rodriguez. Can't get the shot off properly. It's blocked because they've got 800 defenders back. Rodriguez presses though to win it back. Good ball across to Murillo. Oh, it's blocked again because they've got 103 defenders back. Numbers keep going up. Newport were better the first half and got the goals they needed to go ahead. But honestly, I feel like we should have equalised by now. Oh, bollocks. Thought I'd gone in then for a second from Norman. I think it was Norman who took the shot on there. We've got chances left. Minutes left even. Didn't realise the Bradford game was going on at the same time. I need to take a look at that. Because we need Bradford to get a draw today against Leyton Orient to make playoffs. Mills. Rodriguez. I need to sneeze. I need to sneeze. Murillo scores so I can sneeze. He scored. Can I sneeze? It's when you got a tickle and you feel like you're going to sneeze, but you don't know if you're going to sneeze. Ramon Murillo. Oh, excuse me. Inspired substitution. Sat on my cable, that's why. Hopefully the audio isn't fucked up. Sounds a bit quieter, but should be alright. Right, well, 2-2. I didn't need to sneeze. The tickle is gone. They just needed to score. Is there a winner in this one? For either team. Probably Newport because Contreras is committed. Galloway gets a tackle. When I say Contreras is committed, sometimes I know I'm committing him, and sometimes the ball just goes over him and you can't do anything about it. Minutes to go. There might be a late winner either way. Seems like it's on for one of the teams. Probably going to be Newport, but I'd hope it'd be us. Whether we deserve it or not, I just hope it's us, because, you know, oh, Bernard. Oh, Bernard, you run the wrong way. Blocked. Straight to their path. Do you want to just ricochet to them a little bit more there, video game? Good save by Tiziano Conti to make sure it's only a corner again. They're playing it around here, try to find a route through. Straight to the hands of Conti. How many added time minutes? So we got 5. Decent amount of time here to find the winner. Sutherland going to go the whole way down the line here. You need someone central or just someone. Murillo. Rodriguez. Ball in. Bernard! Bernard! He's been asking for game time. And we've given him game time. And he's gone and stolen it. Here at Victoria Park, whether we deserve it or not, I don't give a fuck. Conti, have all the celebrations of the world, mate. It's like we won the whole bloody league, but realistically, it is just to win the game today and secure playoffs potentially. They might still have time to score a late one, but Clement Bernard, right place, right time, just enough away from the Newport keeper. Got an elbow to it, but not enough to it to stop it. And you know what? That's fucking justice. That's fucking karma for that penalty. Because it was not a penalty by any means whatsoever. Clement Bernard has earned himself a bit more game time with a winner here if it stays as the winner. And Newport County have been shell-shocked here, to be honest. They've still got time to try and find a late equaliser. They probably will, knowing my luck, but they've dribbled it off the pitch with Bowen. And it is going to be a throw-in. Wasn't meant to rhyme, but it did. Mills. We just need to just relax now. We don't need to. I think that's it. Game over, ref. Nice. Oh, boy. Some late limbs. Multiple times today. Once in, of course, the Colchester game. And the one today from Clement Bernard means a lot more. Because not only is it just a point, it's actually 3 points secured. And it does mean that we will be victorious today in the final league game of today's episode. And it does mean we'll be firmly in playoff spots to end this episode. Oh my god, I thought for a second Bernard had missed it. I really thought Bernard had missed it. Roberts, Murillo and Bernard, the goal scorers today. They got goals from Zanzala and Bogle. The Bogle penalty was a joke, but it's fine. The second half renaissance from Hartlepool has turned it from 2-0 down at half time to a 3-2 win, and we'll just watch that Bogle goal one more time. Murillo playing it in to Rodriguez, who laid it on the plate for Bernard. All he had to do was put it in the back of the net, and thankfully he did. Thankfully he did. Off the elbow of the goalkeeper, but maybe could have done a bit more. Could the Newport goalkeeper, but nobody will complain today. Clement Bernard in ecstasy with a late winner there. Man of the match goes to nobody yet because I haven't read the stats. 57-43 in terms of possession, 13 shots to 9 in favour of Newport County. We have more expected goals, 3.3 to 2.5. They got a little bit lucky with the penalty, I would say, but we've ended up getting the win anyway. Man of the match goes to Ethan Roberts, who ran his socks off that right hand side the whole game. 8.5 goal for him, and you wonder why I start him every single game. There's just nobody that could touch him in this lineup. He's so good. He's so good. Carlos Rodriguez as well seems to be more of a provider than a scorer at the moment in this little episode anyway. 2 assists today and an 8 rating. Sutherland, another strong performance at left back and an 8 rating. Galloway seems to be back at his best. Maybe just a little sticky patch, but he seemed very good and very composed today, despite the fact that Newport did get their goals. Couldn't do much about either of them, really. But beyond that, he was very, very good. Ramon Murillo off the bench, the goal at 7.7, and the man of the moment, the man who's going to get all the plaudits today, Clement Bernard, 7.5, and a very late winner after... we probably should have won it anyway because the penalty shouldn't have counted because it should have been a penalty. Norman was there, man of the match, 7.5, and a yellow card for him, but still a decent performance from him. Zanzala with 1 goal at 7.4, Bogle with the other goal, which was a penalty, of course, and a 7.3, and then Waite with the assist and a 7.2. And this Newport County team, you might be surprised it's a bit high up because some of the ratings aren't fantastic. They do have Jay Marango on loan, who we have sent there because he has fantastic potential, and I'm really hoping he can do something over in Wales. Look at the goalkeeping ratings then. Tiziano Cozzi probably could have done a bit better today, but 10 shots, 8 saves, 2 conceded. Some of them, I mean, the penalty obviously you can't prevent, and the other goal, you know what, probably right. It's probably a right result, but rating should be a bit higher, I think. 6.9 if he's making that much effort to save. And then Nick Townsend, 5 shots on his goal, 2 saves, 3 conceded. Poor from him, and very good from us to rally and end up taking the 3 points to end the league progress in today's episode. We're doing so well in the league today, unbeaten, 3 wins, 2 draws. Conceding maybe a couple more than I would have liked, scoring plenty as well. So I'll happily take that. No complaints in league form today. We did get a bit lucky with the winner, but they got a little bit lucky with the penalty, so it evens out. Free kick from Roberts, of course, which I maybe should have watched back again, but of course that late winner from Clement Bernard sending Victoria Park into limbs, into ecstasy. We knew we caught pressure, but we defended well. We did defend well, but I mean, the Zanzala goal was us defending well and then not being able to get it clear. But that's okay. Right, assist leader, Carlos Rodriguez. Fair enough, mate. Notifications, use code monthly report. Take a little look at the updates of these players here. I'm more looking at Chisco Medina, you know, because he seems to have leveled out about 70 or 75, which means he could still be okay. But I don't know. Some of these players really need calling up, but we don't have the space, to be honest. Quite a full squad as it is. Till some of these real players go. I think we're going to leave them in there till January, and then we'll decide what we're going to do with them. Probably the best bet. Youth Scout report available. Jake Hasty has made a permanent deal, or made a permanent move now. Sestal Mielek we will get a A rating for that, which is fair enough because I think it was quite a good offer for Jake Hasty. And we didn't want to push it too hard because we do want him gone. Of course, we've got scout reports as well. So we'll take a look at them. Bobby Hobbs, overall 42 to 50, potential 76 to 94. We're going to have to do a little bit of weeding out here, aren't we? Lance Hill, I'm sorry, mate. I just don't have the time for some of these players. Jisco Medina can come up, but Perez, I think we're going to release. And I want to keep the rest of these, really, but we'll have to maybe release some more if we get good reports. Although I suppose, are these the last reports? Because if not, then we can maybe keep it a bit longer. Bobby Hobbs, overall 42 to 50, potential 76 94. We'll give him a go. He was the one I was thinking of last time. Whether should I bring him or should I not? We have ended up bringing him in. Alex Wilson, overall 47 to 63, potential 54 to 72. We're going to decline. Joel Harvey, overall 39 to 53, potential 59 to 81. We're going to decline. Blake Spencer, overall 37 to 51, potential 58 to 80. We're going to decline. Ollie Dalton, he looks fantastic. Overall 52 to 68, potential 73 to 94. He can come straight in. And Albert Foster, overall 48 to 64, potential 60 to 80. We're going to decline. Now, the next report comes from England. Jackson Barlow, overall 48 to 64, potential of 76 to 94. He comes in. I think that's the Youth Academy full again, isn't it? Fuck's sake. Oscar Cook, overall 33 to 45, potential 63 to 85. We're going to say no. Blake Anderson, overall 48 to 66, potential 58 to 80. The potential doesn't really do it for me, but the rating is okay, so we'll leave it for a second. And then Ethan Matthews, Ed Matthews in my brain for some reason. Overall 58 to 66, potential 57 to 75. We're going to decline. But we'll keep Blake Anderson there for now. No, we won't, because the scouting network has ended. Okay, we're going to have to bring him in. Bobby Hobbs' rating is not great. Carpenter, I want to work on all these guys, but there's just not enough room to promote them. How many are actually eligible to be promoted? Patterson, we're going to leave for now. Holmes, I kind of just want to keep because his name's Albie Holmes. I'm not going to lie. Smith could come up. Been here for a while. And Tomlinson as well. We'll give him a run out, see what it's about. Blake Anderson can come in, and we'll see what his potential ratings looking like, and maybe decide them there and then. From Scotland, then Patrick McDonald, overall 42 to 58, potential 63 to 87. We're going to decline because I don't really want too many players the same name. That's really the main reason. He was alright player, but I just don't want to keep too many players the same name because I'll just stumble all over them. We've got plenty of Robertses already. I'm presuming I'm going to sell the other Robertses on, but I don't know. We'll see. Malcolm Murray, overall 41 to 55, potential 65 to 87. We're going to decline. Aidan Stewart, overall 40 to 56, potential 46 to 62. We're going to absolutely decline. And John Miller as well, overall 37 to 51, potential 48 to 66. We're going to say no to as well. Before we continue, though, I think we need to send them out again. And there was a country that I was told to go for. Two countries I was told to go for. One was Japan, but I don't remember what player I was meant to look for. But I will send them to Japan. And I'm going to go with... I can't remember what it was. We'll go with any because I can't remember what the suggestion was. But Japan will get a scouting network. And then we'll send one to Peru, which was another one. We've also got Peruvians in the club already. Might as well get a couple more. And we'll go for some technically gifted. Because I'm pretty sure that was the one that was given from there. And then the last one is what I'm going to pick. And that would be... I'll go Nigeria. For some defensive-minded players. We'll see what we get from those. Inbox then, the scout reports have all been set up. Japan, Peru, and Nigeria. Anyone else want to suggest any? More than welcome to, and I'll get round to them eventually. I'll have to write them down because I need to remember. My memory sucks. And then today, final game. I wouldn't usually play this, but we could be, and probably will be, coming up against Lionel Messi. player chats here. Nathan Wood is happy to be, or no, Nathan Wood wants to play, and Chisco Medina is happy to be here. He's going to be an insta sell-on, unfortunately, but he is happy to be here. Oh, sorry, insta loan. Who was it that was exciting? Oh, it was Sutherland. But yeah, instant loan for Chisco. And I want to give Tomlinson some game time, so we'll probably give him some as well. I think it might have to be that McDonald gets loaned out, you know. But we'll see for now. We'll just leave it for now. And we'll get through this episode. The final game today against Salford City. Only reason I'm playing this, like I said, probably going to be playing against Messi, which is fun. Sutherland's going to have his work cut out, I'll tell you that much for free. Salford lost their first game of the Papa John's Trophy, so if you can win today, it'll put us through. We still obviously have to play Harrogate, which is the other team. I think it was Harrogate. It was either Harrogate or Barrow. The other team in our group anyway, we still have to play them. Wouldn't mind a little crack at the Papa John's Trophy, but maybe when we get to League One, might be more of a plan, really. And Harry Howell will, of course, be starting. We need all the goals we can get because Messi's going to run us roughshod probably. And excited for everybody if they fancy yourself. Start your Papa John's Trophy campaign. How are you feeling? Confident you kick off with a win. Well, obviously how we match up, they do have the best player in the world. Maybe not anymore, but at one point, best player in the world. Alright, final game then. Before we get in, we'll take a look at the news. Bernard's dramatic late goal seals Hartlepool win. Bernard snatched a win for his team against Newport County with dramatic late goal, put Hartlepool 3-2 up. Assist leader goes to Carlos Rodriguez, who's got 7 assists out of his first 10 games, as well as 3 goals. So goal contribution per game from the Peruvian. You'll have to see it. Team of the week goes to Ethan Roberts once again in that list. He is fantastic. He will be a cracking Welsh winger. And hopefully not one we have to sell on down the line. But you just never know. And play them up shortlist. We've got Rivas for Walsall, Hemmings for Tranmere Rovers, Bogle for Newport County. Once again, could go back to back for that. And then Hoskins for Northampton. And Hartlepool are focused and ready, knowing that 3 points against Salford City will secure the passage into the next round. Hartlepool on the verge of something very special in the Papa John's Trophy. Nobody imagined they'd successfully battle through the Papa John's Trophy group stage after the draw was made. But a win today against Salford City will silence every one of the doubters. And of course, if we don't beat Salford, we might be able to beat Barrow. And again, if we don't beat them either, we don't go through, we don't progress. But they will have Lionel Messi starting on the right wing. Which means we're going to have to go all out here. Galloway's a little tired. So you know what? Why not? Why not bring the big man on for his debut? Tomlinson will get a run out. We'll get 5 subs in this one. So McDonald is there. Maxwell and Sutherland could play the full 90. Tiziano Conti will come in for Duncan, if I can find him. There he is. No, we don't need 2 strikers. We're going to have one on the bench. Harry Howell, I need to start. I know he shouldn't, but I need to. And we'll have Humphreys on the bench with Thomas there as an option as well. Do we need 2 cams though, actually? Maybe Wood gets the bench spot. So we'll go with that. That is the team for this one. Tiziano Conti in between the sticks with Sutherland and Maxwell as the fullback. Sutherland is the captain of today's side. Contreras will play alongside Tomlinson, who is getting his debut in this squad. Cochrane and Mills, the midfielders of Cochrane centre mid and Mills cam. Palacios off the left, Roberts off the right with Howell and Rodriguez up top today. And against Salford, this isn't just any game. You can see the right winger. We know what we're against. Can we bloody do it? He's not even the captain either. He's not even the captain of Salford. Wow. At this, I'm going to check the name of the stadium again. But at Salford, it is Salford City, or in Salford, it's Salford City versus Hartlepool United in the Papa John's Trophy. Like I said, ordinarily, under any other circumstances, would not be playing the full match of a Papa John's Trophy. at the Peninsula Stadium then. It's Salford City versus Hartlepool. He is, look. Oh, that's not him. Where is he? Is that him? Does he look different? It was him, wasn't it? Maybe my brain isn't working. Oh no, there he is. Number 13. Lionel Messi. My phone's turned itself off, so it means my stream's probably turned itself off. Hopefully it hasn't. Seems to be alright. Lionel Messi. Fucking Christ almighty, Salford. What are you doing? Well, there's two chances here. We either win and manage to beat Messi in our first encounter, or we lose, and there's no surprise because Salford are going to win the league and Messi is at Salford City. So we shall see how we go. First game of the Papa John's Trophy. Imagine going from PSG and Champions League nights to Salford City and Papa John's Trophy against players who are in just their second season of football ever. Some of them in their first season of football ever. What a downgrade for P&L Pesci. Palacios to Howell. Rodriguez, can we score early? Good save, Jones. Roberts rescues it at the back post but can't find a cross in. It's brought away by Ibu Toure. Of course, if you're at Salford, you're going to be looking to try and find Lionel Messi. Tomlinson on his first day. Will he be able to have a good day? Near post by Mallon. Could have played it across to Messi. Can't believe I'm saying that. Still hasn't quite sunk in that Messi is at Salford. Tomlinson didn't check his shirt number. He is number 13, which is okay for now. Sutherland owns Messi. Messi going for foul there. Advantage. Cochrane gives it to Palacios. Cochrane is on the edge. It's gone to Harry Howell instead and then bobbled off his foot. Was not meant to go to him anyway, to be fair. Now Lionel Messi for Salford. Could be played through here if we're not careful. Will Messi manage something in the box here? Inside to McLaughlin. Morton. 1-0. Now the way Conte's gone down there to make the save was not really what I had in mind. But Lionel Messi's Salford City do take the lead. I honestly thought that maybe Conte would go for a different strategy rather than be an idiot, but he decided to do a star jump animation rather than, you know, dive at the feet of Tyler Morton there. It's 1-0. Callum Morton, sorry. 1-0. Salford. Bit annoyed because they've got Messi, but, you know, smart from them if he's on a free agency. We can't get him because we're doing a project here, but okay, right. Maybe not wise to try and do skills in front of Lionel Messi. It's blocked by Sutherland for a corner. And Messi will be the one to take it. Messi's got Papa John's trophy on his sleeve. Fucking hell. It's hilarious. Plays it short to McLaughlin. Plays it to the edge of the box. Simoesh. Offside. Okay. Playing with no offsides today. It's a good save from Conti. Trying to remember adding goal. Solid hands, that. Tomlinson going short to try and stop Messi. Ball in. It's kind of bobbled about between Contreras and Conti there, but it does fall into the hands of the Italian. And we'll get it away. Sutherland. Howell. Knocks it to Palacios. Cochrane. Takes on Shepherd. Needs some assistance though. Does have some in the form of Palacios. Palacios sends him to the floor. Howell across to Mills. 1-0. Good play. Patience was displayed really well there by Cochrane. And Palacios sent whoever the fullback was to the floor. It's played on by Howell to Cochrane, or to Mills, sorry. And Mills makes it 1-1. Maybe this is not what Lionel Messi expected from his new side. Curtis Mills' first goal, of course, in the Papa John's Trophy. It's our first game being played in the Papa John's Trophy. This is Salford's second. Hell, even a point against them would probably qualify us. Good save, Conte. Didn't mark the striker there at all. Poor from me. And I thought Conte might have still saved it into his own net there. I thought he was going to do a De Gea. Thankfully, it's gone round the post for a corner. It looks as if Messi's going to play it short again. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm not even arguing because I can't be bothered. There's no point. I'm having a good episode. I don't want to ruin my momentum, my mood here. Just because they signed Lionel Messi. Morton has been the fucking real guy though. It's bounced off of Conte's foot straight into the net. I don't know exactly how it's happened, but yeah, that's all that matters really. Salford lead 2-1. This game is so infuriating, man. Messi hasn't done much today, but why do you have them all? Palacios doesn't have enough power on that shot. Saved by Jones. Good run from Nicolas Palacios, though. It's going to be a goal fest, this one. I'm going to aim for the tall guy. Whether it gets there, the destination is a different matter. For crying out fucking loud. He's won the header as well, Harry Howell. I'll give him credit there. Palacios trying to find Howell. It's cut out. Now Salford go again. Messi target. Sutherland wins the header. Head of the goal. Palacios tried to split ball through to Harry Howell, but somehow it didn't get through. Good bit of defending from Salford, I'll give him that. Palacios gets the ball from Sutherland. Harry Howell. Rodriguez. Turns inside. I mean, that's not where I wanted the shot to go, is it? I don't think. Maybe it was, I don't know. I think I ended it for the top right, but I suppose it's, you know, sometimes doesn't work. Oh my god. Harry Howell has been gifted an absolute fucking gem. Oh my god, what is the keeper doing? Lionel Messi, he's throwing a tantrum. That's a stupid pass, but it doesn't matter because it's worked for us. This is going to end up being a fucking goal fest because Conte, despite being a good goalkeeper, hasn't seemed to be at his best this episode. And they do have Lionel Messi and apparently Callum Morton, who is better than Lionel Messi. I pressed B to lunge in twice. That's alright. The stream can lag a little bit and then we just not defend. Tried to bring Contreras across, it didn't work, but thankfully Conte strong enough hand to it to prevent a hat trick for Callum Morton. At least for now anyway, it'll probably come in a few minutes. Can we, like, see when I tackle? Am I invisible? Headed kind of away. Mills gets it further clear. Into Harry Howell. Need a runner. Got a runner. Ethan Roberts. Cuts all the way in. Ball across into Rodriguez, who all he needs to do is shoot it, but I think he's got a Salford defender, got a foot there. But why the shot doesn't come off. Either that or I pressed B and the game just didn't want to shoot. I don't really know. Honestly, it could be either. I did press B, so must have been a tackle. Blockling out to Messi. Fucking Sutherland owns that Argentinian El Merchant. Howell, can we get a goal before half time? Yep. We can. 3-2. What a fucking goal fest. I was hesitant to celebrate there a little bit because I thought it was offside. But it wasn't. Just waiting for the right time to pass it across, and it eventually was passed across by Harry Howell to Carlos Rodriguez. And it does mean it's 3-2. It does mean there's a lead for Hartlepool United here in the Papa John's Trophy. Can we beat Lionel Messi? Can we beat Salford City? It's a good tackle. Not allowed to get the ball though, even though I made a perfect tackle. Done it twice now. Morton just keeps walking through unscathed. Somehow has ended up in a chance for Salford. I'm not really entirely sure how, because I've put my defender there, and it was tackled twice from Morton. All right, quarter to close the half. Then going to be delivered from Messi. Decent corner. Roberts heads it away. It should have just been caught by Conte, that, because now it could be a problem. Good save again by Conte. Another corner. Kind of wanted Roberts not to header it. I wanted Conte just to catch it and that'd be half time, but it's alright. It's alright. Conte's got his workout today. It might be the hardest game he'll ever have. He's got to play Messi. Should be headed away. And then the third save from Conte. The ref's had enough. He's saying half time. 3-2 to the good. Somehow Conte's, I mean, made a couple of silly mistakes, but also has kept us in. complain too much. Morton with some goals for Salford, but Mills, Howell and Rodriguez bagging for us. And at half-time, Messi is, well, his team is down. Looking around the grounds in the Papa John's Trophy, 0-0 between Bristol and Tranmere. I should say Bristol Rovers because they'll get annoyed. The Bristol City fans watching. Exeter City 1-0 up over Newport County. 1-0 to Cheltenham over Shrewsbury. 0-0 between Grimsby and Bolton. 1-0 to Stevenage over Rochdale. 1-1 between Swindon and Crawley Town. And a 1-1 between Walsall and Peterborough. But the game here today is the one with the most goals and the most action. It is Hartlepool 3, Salford City 2 at the break. 53 to 47 in terms of possession. 11 shots to 6 in favour of Salford. And 3.3 expected goals to 2.9 in favour of Hartlepool. Going into the second half then. Can we beat Lionel Messi? Come on, City chant for Salford City. It's a good tackle from Dave Maxwell for a throw in to Salford. Actually gone off the Salford player for a throw in to Hartlepool. Even better work then by Maxwell. Tomlinson hasn't been neither good or bad really today. That's a stupid jump in from Samoesh. Yeah, yellow card. Caught Mills, he was just moving the ball around. Didn't get any of the ball, got all of the Welshman. And it is a free kick. Hartlepool United. Tomlinson to Maxwell. For a touch from Dave Maxwell. It comes to Contreras. Cochrane. Out to Sutherland. In to Howell. Palacios. Tries to sit the right back down on his arse again. I think it was a different player though. Leak with the defence there. Morton will get most of the plaudits, but he is also on the losing side of proceedings today. Thus far. Good change. Good save, Conte. Contreras. I don't want to play this game anymore. I actually don't want to play it. I'm serious this time. I say every episode, but I'm serious this time. Why is it that I'm booting it clear with the X button and it goes 2 yards? Am I using the wrong button, maybe? Such a fucking shit game, man. It's a shot that's saved well from Conte. When I clear it, apparently nowhere. Did it go through Contreras' body? It's gone through his fucking body, hasn't it? It's gone through his leg. Let's just roll down him. Oh no, it has gone through his body. Oh, lovely. And then apparently, does it go through his foot when he's clearing it? Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. So got nothing on the clearance. And Morton gets his hat-trick. Conte again should be doing better with this. Such a stupid video game. It's such a silly video game, isn't it? None of the sense made here today has happened. It's fallen down through Contreras' body, gone through his foot as he's tried to clear it. I've pressed to boot it away, it hasn't booted it away, and then Conte should be doing better with the save as well. FIFA, don't ever change, please. You're so enjoyable. Signing Messi for Salford and then fucking me over. Even though they've got Messi, they're still fucking me over. Okay. You know, I've got nothing to say in like response to some of the fucking shit that goes on in this game. Like, I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Because it's the last game of the episode. I'm gonna go for a nap after this. I was gonna go to the gym, but I'm gonna go for a nap and then go to the gym later. Mills into Howell. That's gonna be 4 probably. Nope. Save from Jones. Fair play. Good save. 1-1 in the Bradford game in real life right now. So as it stands, still on course for playoffs. All Bradford need is a point to secure them, so fine by me. Well, they're playing Leyton Orient, so it won't be an easy game at all. Ah, you fucking lost the ball. Messi was tackled by Sutherland. Gets it back somehow though. Good tackle by Tomlinson, but I'm just not allowed to keep the ball. Looking for a ball in. It's going to bounce to Conte. No. Like, why is he doing this? Don't fuck me over. Oh, Iberture dispossessed Roberts. That was poor touching from me though. And they're going to go score now. No, they're not. Morton scuffed the shot. Good save, Conte. Bolton for Shimoes. We will make some changes as well. Actually, while we're in the situation where we can make some changes. I'm not feeling Rodriguez really today. We're gonna bring on Humphreys. That's not Humphreys. Bring on Humphreys. And we'll leave it for now. We might bring it out. So I'm gonna bring on Wood for Palacios. Even though Palacios had a good game, I'm gonna give Wood some minutes as well. Good save, Conte again. Salford have been really good, you know, but it's just some of the goals. I say some of the goals. It's the third goal that's really pissed me off. Where I've tried to like launch it with Contreras and it's gone through his fucking literal foot. It's just mindfuck this game sometimes. Ball out to Bolton now. I thought I'd gone and I was about to quit and just jump to result. I genuinely thought I'd found the back of the net. I've closed on the whole angle with Conte and I thought it still might have snuck through somehow. But thankfully, it has in fact not snuck through somehow. Because I would have been livid. I would have actually been livid. Been a good episode today. I mean, the scoring's been a bit wacky, but that's FIFA for you. Been a good episode otherwise. Undefeated, maybe, the whole episode. I don't know how this game's going to pan out, but should be in a playoff spot. We'll check the league table as well after this. Yep, because they're flicking it like that in League 2. I understand if it was Messi, but it wasn't. We're going to bring on Bernard as well. He likes a little late winner, doesn't he? Push Cochrane up, and push Mills up, and then switch. Bring Mills back is what I'm trying to say, and then bring on Bernard. Decent play, but it's a centre-back shot from a centre-back. Leak puts it wide. Out to Sutherland, who has more or less kept Messi in line. There's been a couple of times when Messi's made it through, but Wood, Sutherland. Ball into Mills. Ball into Howell. Calm down, boys. We're in the lead, but it could all go to shit in a moment. Harry Howell bags his second of the day. I think the game was wanting me to bring him off. Ball through by Mills. Howell just made that space, and I think he shot it under the goalkeeper, or through the goalkeeper's legs maybe. Looked weird, that. In fact, it was through the goalkeeper's legs, no wonder. (4-3) Salford. 4-3 Hartlepool. And it could be more. Rodriguez pressing. Harry Howell for the hat-trick. Oh my God. Instant. That's fantastic pressing from Rodriguez. Oh, that's brought my mood up a bit now. How have we done this? We don't deserve this. Was it Rodriguez? Was it Rodriguez who pressed? Who was it who pressed? It wasn't Rodriguez who pressed. Who was it? Didn't we bring Rodriguez off? It was Humphreys, wasn't it? Was it Humphreys though? Number 24. Hold on. Bruv, I'm going to have to VAR this because my brain's not on. It was Humphreys. Brilliant interception. Continue to press the ball. Cracking tackle. And it plays it across to Harry Howell for his hat-trick. Lovely jubbly. I feel this is going to be a score fest when the first half happened. I didn't think it'd be in our favour. Maxwell comes in now. Howell to Mills. Get one more. Probably secure at this point. Wood. Mills. Deflected in. Oh my God. What is going on? Lionel Messi is crying right now. He could have played still at one of the top clubs. Opted to sign for Salford because he liked the project, quote unquote. The project is losing to Hartlepool, apparently. The Fletcher sent that past the goalkeeper. The initial shot was not that great, to be honest, and probably would have been saved quite easily by the goalkeeper. But it hasn't happened like that. Curtis Mills gets on the score sheet. I think that's the second time he scored today. I might be incorrect. But 3 quick-fire goals from Hartlepool probably sends this tie out of distance, now out of range. Messi was still on the pitch. Shot from Morton, which Conte could have done so much better with, but at least he saved it. I can't complain that the fact he saved it, can I? Roberts to Contreras, Tomlinson. I think Messi's been subbed off, you know. Howell through to Wood. Still could be more here, boys. Still could be more. Humphreys. Oh my God. Now this career mode's actually cooked. This career was actually so stupid. This career mode's actually so silly. Such a fucking dumb career mode, man. Al Humphreys makes it 7. Who knows when the goals are going to end? Five more minutes to go, and it looks as if, well, I don't know if to say it looks as if Hartlepool are going to beat Salford here. May get another goal or two because that's just how this game seems to be going today, or at least in this particular match. Tomlinson moves it to Mills, gives it to Wood. Still might be another goal here yet. Maybe not. Maybe Leak's had enough. He's like, fuck this, man. 6 minutes of added time for absolutely no reason. I genuinely think Messi's been subbed off. Or is he in the middle? Oh, he's in the middle, isn't he? Oh, yeah, he is. Blocked by Tomlinson. We ain't letting Messi put a goal in. Best we can. The reason I thought Messi had gone off is because he's actually gone striker, I think. Well, I mean, sure you signed for the right project, Lionel. It's a goal. I knew it was going to be another goal because nobody decided to mark him. I don't exactly know why. Yeah, celebrate. Celebrate in front of your fans at 7-4 down. Yeah, that's going to be a really good idea, Malin. What nice, cracking idea. Nobody marked him. It was a good corner from Messi. He's going to get an assist today off of that. My player didn't jump. Well, I mean, the player wasn't there, really. He didn't really attempt to jump anyway. And Conte has got absolutely no sat-nav on there to try and find the ball because he jumped up when the ball's gone to the side of him. Doesn't matter, we've won. We can have one back. We do win here today. Undefeated episode. 4 wins, 2 draws. Not bad by any means. Beating Lionel Messi, also not bad by any means. So might be another goal here yet. I don't even know at this point. Block by Shepherd. Somehow stays in. And that will call it a win here against Salford. Probably secures next round of the Papa John's Trophy. Harry Howell, can't say his name really, I don't know why, with a hat-trick. Callum Morton for them also got a hat-trick, but I think it's because we were the winning side, we got the match ball. Other goals coming from Rodriguez, a brace from Mills, and one from Humphreys as well. Come up on the scoreline there for whatever reason. I don't really know what happened, to be honest. I don't really have an explanation. What I do know is we've won, and we probably advanced to the next round of the Papa John's because of it. 53-47 in terms of possession, 21 shots to 11 in favour of Salford, however, but 4.8 expected goals apiece. It's given it to us, but I mean it's equal in terms of expected goals. We were just very accurate, and their goalkeeper was very bad. Man of the match goes to Harry Howell, involved in 5 of the goals, 3 goals and 2 assists from the Welshman. He's firing on all cylinders. He's on fire. Humphreys off the bench, getting a goal and an assist and an 8.5. Didn't seem to be Rodriguez's game today, although he did bag, but it seemed more like a Humphreys game than the Rodriguez game. 2 goals and an assist from Curtis Mills from midfield and an 8 rating. Sutherland, 7.8. Conti, 16 shots in his goal, 12 saves. You can tell where they were shooting. They're all kind of shooting the same area, so a bit easier to save. Nathan Wood with 2 assists off the bench, 7.2. Or was he the one that I started with? Can't remember who I started with and who I subbed on. But Rodriguez with a goal of 7.1. And those are the rest of the ratings. Man of the match for them was Callum Morton, who got him a hat-trick, but it just wasn't enough to see Salford get any result here today. 9.2. 8.1 from Malin, who got a goal for no reason towards the end. Lionel Messi, 3rd best player in the Salford kit today. Assist in a 7.9. McLaughlin with 2 assists and 7.7. And that will do it. The goalkeeper, Jones, 10 shots on his goal, 3 saves, 7 conceded. Gets a 6.1. Maybe deserves a lot worse than that rating, to be honest. But yeah, all the ratings are normal apart from Messi, who's 89. So I'm not really sure what Salford are doing, but we do beat them. That's all that matters. Ask me some questions about how Messi sucked. Took him 92 minutes to get an assist. Secure qualification from the group stage. That's an achievement itself. What happens to how far can his team go? Honestly, I have no idea. It's only the beginning, I hope. I don't even know. I don't even care about the Papa John's too much, but I just wanted to beat Salford. Wanted to beat Messi. And that's the headline today. Tomlinson was good. Wasn't bad anyway. He wasn't awful. Could maybe have done a bit more, but he didn't stink. And of course, Harry Howell on fire. Just loves to play. And it is a 7-4 win to end today's episode. We always have some wacky games. It can't just ever all be normal, can it? Medina's happy with the loan, and Wood was happy to get the game. I forgot you asked me for the game, if I'm being honest, but we've done it. Mancini loan agreement from Kilmarnock has been accepted, and a loan from Humphreys from San Jose. He could go partner up with Ochoa again for a little bit if it goes through. Speaking of Ochoa, I wonder how he's doing out there. Because he was 65 last time I checked. It's quite a good rating, but I don't want to overgrow him in case I can't use him in future. Fran Ochoa, where is he? He's 66 now. He's popping off a little bit over there. Probably be our first team left winger when he comes back. But it gives him a bit more time to his potential. Martin Munoz is at 66 as well. Oh, we might have to bring him back and use him as well. Fuck's sake. He's the same rating as Ethan Roberts. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, it's going to be a difficult choice. Maybe we'll sell Munoz and get the cash. I don't know. But looking at the end of the episode then, this is how the table is. Top of the league currently sits Northampton on 26 points. Second are Salford, and third are Forest Green to finish off those automatic promotion places. In the playoff spots right now, Colchester United, Newport County, Cambridge as well, and of course ourselves, Hartlepool, have that last spot by a goal. Barrow, Walsall, Morecambe, Tranmere, and all the other teams really still sniffing around. It's still very early in the season. As we continue to read down the bottom two, at the end of this episode will be Grimsby and Crewe, both on 5 points apiece. Looking at the FA Cup, we'll play Colchester at some point. Not sure when the fuck that's going to be. Still waiting on that one. Carabao Cup, we got knocked out, of course. This is a quarterfinals now that Bristol Rovers have made it through to. How the fuck have we done that then? I can't see. Oh, they beat Everton. They beat Everton. Fucking hell. Manchester City had to take bloody Port Vale to penalties. United had to take Ipswich to penalties. My God. And Liverpool knock out Arsenal as well. Fair enough. A couple of these a bit shocking. As for the Papa John's Trophy, we will go through regardless of the result against Barrow now, because Salford have played both their games. And we won 7-4. What a stupid video game this is. How the Champions League groups looking. I'm just kind of nosy at this point. Not too shabby. Probably what you expect. Not going to look for all of them. I'm not really too fussed. So we end the episode in 7th. We are fighting for promotion as we speak, which is very, very good. Top scorers so far this season then. Stevens leads for Forest Green Rovers with 9 in 11. Hoskins with 8. Rodney with 8, I should say, for Rochdale. Hoskins, Angle, and Zanzala all on 7. Our top player in there is Harry Howell with 6. And I don't think we have anyone else in there. We do have Mills in there with 4, who's outscored Lionel Messi. Top assister is Rodriguez for us, 7 out of 10. He just usually plays it on the plate to Harry Howell, and it works well, so I'm not complaining. Bogle in second for Newport with 5. Stockton with 4, Dacres Cogley with 4, Nichols with 3, a lot of people on 3. Have we got any more in here for ourselves though? Nope. And clean sheets, we probably won't be too high up here. In fact, we are not high up at all. Clean sheet for each of the goalkeepers in 11 appearances combined. And the top clean sheet holder at the moment is Jones for Salford City, which is kind of surprising considering he just conceded 7. Now, looking at the squad hub, let's see how it has been in terms of scoring, our exploits, appearance exploits, and everything, really. I think Harry Howell's our top scorer by quite a way now after today. Sutherland, Mills, and Roberts have made the most appearances with 12 each. The goals have come from Harry Howell with 9, Mills with 6, Rodriguez with 4, Cochrane, Roberts, Humphreys, Bernard, and Maria with 2. And then Jones, Palacios, Thomas, all with 1. But Jones's was not for us, it was for AFC Wimbledon, of course, as he's still out on loan there. The assists have come from Carlos Rodriguez with 7, Harry Howell with 4, Nathan Wood with 3, Curtis Mills with 3, Ramon Maria with 2, and Sutherland, Cochrane, Roberts, Humphreys, Palacios, Moffat, Watkins, Thomas, all with 1. But Watkins, of course, had his assist at Mansfield. So that's how we're looking. The loans, some are going good, some are going not too good. I thought Ed Prince might grow a little bit more, to be honest with you. He hasn't done. Fernando Chotwa has gone exactly how I wanted him to go. Varela's doing all right. Arango has gone up quite a bit as well, and we're going to have to keep loaning him out, I think, because his potential is fantastic. Axel Bernard looks all right, but might moving on because he obviously shares a name with Clement Bernard. Martin Munoz, we're going to have to find a way to fit him in, ain't we? Because he's actually doing quite well over in is it Sandhausen, so we'll have to keep an eye on him. Mariano Martinez is doing alright too. Dylan Roberts getting there. I said Axel Bernard doing alright. Jimmy Rango doing good. And Guzman going up 2 as well. Just trying to see if anyone missed. Tshabalala going up 2. And that is how we're looking at the end of this episode. And just to say, we're only in October, so somebody's gone up 5 and 6 already. It's kind of mad. Looking at the manager rating, we are at a toppest manager rating, 99. The fans love it. Everyone loves it. And I'm happy. I love it as well because we're undefeated this episode. And it's left us in a playoff place. So I'm not going to complain at all for this one. So we'll end up with the news here. And then I will leave you guys to get on with your days. And I'm going to go and have a nap, I think. Or maybe some lunch. I don't know. We'll see what order I go in. Howell hits hat-trick in a Hartlepool win. Howell scored a thrilling hat-trick to overwhelm a woeful Salford City in Hartlepool United's 7-4 win. Wood impresses again. He seems to be good when I play him, so it might be a bit more game time for him. I maybe should have given him a bit more game time this episode, but Palacios was also good. So a good little competition there to see who will be behind Ochoa when he comes back. Wood is one player very happy with his excellent run of form at the moment. I'm playing really well right now. I'm really enjoying my football at Hartlepool. He told the assembled media after the game against Salford. It certainly seems the left winger will be on the team sheet for the foreseeable future if he can keep turning in this level of performance. No problem. Mexico win 3-0 against France. Oh, hold up, what? Christensen's injured. Doesn't really bother me. And Hoskins gets the Player of the Month award for Northampton in September, of course. Just a reminder who the nominees were. They were Hoskins of Northampton, Bogle of Newport, Hemmings of Tranmere Rovers, and Rivas of Walsall. Medina, surplus at Hartlepool. He is getting a loan out. He's not surplus. I just want to see what he can do out on loan. The career prospects of Chisco Medina were given a lift yesterday as Hartlepool decided to allow the young player to out on loan. He signed the club hasn't been successful in terms of first team action to date, but it's hoped that a spell of senior football elsewhere can allow him to start developing on the promise he showed as a kid. The 16-year-old centre back is now waiting for the right offer to come along before committing to a move. So that will do that for that, and I think that's everything. Also, Lionel Messi is a fraud. Just want to check what he's done in League 2, because he's got 3 assists or 3 goals. How many assists has he got? What are the scoring charts looking like? Morin's top with 6. Messi's got 3 and 1. Shimoyes has got 3 and 2. He's doing better than Messi. Madness. Messi's only got 3 and 1 in 11 appearances in League 2. He is a washed motherfucker. Tell you that much. But his speed's got way down. Look at that. 79 acceleration, 64 sprint speed. Only a matter of time before he retires, obviously. Still some very good attributes otherwise, though. Fucking hell. But then again, I'm talking about Lionel Messi. I'm not talking about fucking Jill from the corner shop, am I? But anyway, that is going to end another episode of the Hartlepool United career mode. I hope there's nothing I've left out, and if there has, I will come back to it next episode. Next time we will have, that's what I need to check. Next time we have got games against Northampton away from home. Absolutely playing that because they're top of the league. Stevenage might playable highlight that one. We'll see. Harrogate. I mean, away from home. I'm not going to decide which ones we're going to do just now because I don't know yet. I'll need to think about it. Rochdale at home before we finish off in the FA Cup against Colchester and the Papa Johns against Barrow. That one I will playable sim, so it'll probably be Barrow Stevenage. But again, I'm not committing to anything yet. That's just probably. It's not definite. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have enjoyed another series or another episode of this series. The Hartlepool United Youth Academy Road to Glory career mode. And I will see you probably for this on Wednesday, but I'm not committing to anything yet. Peace.